again. Oh, I keep searching for an answer. Never seem to find what I'm looking for. Oh, Lord, I pray you give me strength to carry on. It's a fucking great song.
Really good.
Watch your mouth, please.
Jack, just let us know when we're on.
Want to start the show?
Just let us give
I believe we're live.
Okay, good. Welcome to the show, everyone. It is I'm led to believe a chilly Wednesday.
It's not Thursday because I just said I thought it was Thursday.
Rhett thought it was
Yeah.
Thursday, and
Can
then
you confirm someone?
tough to confirm, other than if you just kind of show.
How about
people
we
your
pretend
phone.
it's a Thursday and then tomorrow's Friday and it's another 4-dayer?
You gonna wear a Hawaiian t-shirt tomorrow?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. I'm in.
If that means Friday's off.
We got that party at
Oh,
Origin
yeah, we
Friday.
can't take
Wait, we are Team Origin today. Hey, look at us.
Yeah, well, new gear.
I'm glad it's here because I was freezing.
Why you cold, Rhett?
Well, I was in the lake again.
Fall in.
Actually pushed.
Really?
Oddly.
Yeah.
Which
Not as funny
No, it's not.
winter weather.
They probably thought it was though.
Oh,
right?
hilarious.
yeah, really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, a real hoot. So
Sure.
what is it you're doing? You were how we got to singing White Snake.
I have I have some flight credit I
Right.
need to use book by the end of the day.
Well, that's exciting.
Very.
The
It's
world-
great to travel.
it's your oyster.
Airlines.
So
Why would I?
affordable.
Another question: why would I have an airline credit?
Something got canceled.
Well,
things.
you book and cancel.
Oh, or they did.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's lots of
There's some
one of those two for sure.
permutations, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we got saying, well, but I don't know where I'm going. And I said, but you sure know where you've been. And then
right.
Ryan, I know you're a big
With the
White Snake
Yep.
fan.
Snakes.
Love snakes. Pinder Report.
Good Coverdale.
This
Tawny
lady
Contain.
had fangs in her finger and it had coiled around. She was trying to remove the
You
mouth
have
of the
to
snake.
change your
Yeah.
I thought of you today,
algorithms.
and I just said, you know what? We're not gonna do it.
algorithms.
Jack, we're not doing the snake in the Pinder Report.
What do we think of because the ladies,
ladies?
it's the pointed fingernail thing. It's very popular, right? With the they get the nails done and we're coming to a point, like almost claw-like.
Yes.
How do we feel about it?
No, it depends.
There's only one lady I know, and she doesn't do that.
I was
So
gonna say where are we putting these fingers. I could be one over on this.
Well, I mean, sometimes you do need a taper. You know,
is that the new thing
I don't even know if it's new. I'm just seeing a lot of
or
it.
just a thing?
Mm,
Yeah,
Hey, don't argue with the ladies. They want to do
can't
it.
do it.
You just tell them looks great.
Can't
So good.
do it. I'll tell you what, fellas.
Please do.
I'm kind of a chord low.
I could.
yeah, we can.
Really?
Today
I'm a
after
little-
Boomer Afterburner.
No, you
so-
know what it is? Maybe too much frenzy.
Are you frenzied out?
I might be.
Or you down.
There's so much frenzy.
So did you miss it or are you overwhelmed? You're full
Probably-
of frenzy.
You
probably
weren't
all of
prepared
it.
for it, is what it was. You got to get ready. Did
'Cause
you
we-
get your sleep the day before?
Man,
And
we showed you the start time.
Hydration?
15 minutes, 50 minutes, 50, bang, bang, bang,
That's a
bang, bang.
lot.
Game after game after game. I maybe overdid it. I maybe cooked the goose.
Oh dear.
damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel for you, buddy. I mean, I'm great that you committed to it and went for it, but it was a lot to take in.
Look at it there. 16 froze frenzy by the numbers. 16 games, 98 goals, an average of 6.1 goals per game, 958 shots, 861 saves, just the one hat trick. But the first goal came at 4:14 Mountain Time. Good old Nick Dowd. The last goal was scored at 11:36 p.m. Mountain Time by Ivan Barbashev.
Barber.
Barbs.
Barbinator.
Was it Ivan the Barber? No, Brutus the Barber.
There was Brutus the Barber, yeah. Ivan the Terrible.
Ivan the
Mm.
Terrible. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, Ivan
wasn't very
Koloff.
nice.
He was a well, and there was also Ivan Polish Power Putski.
Yeah, I don't remember him.
Yeah, you remember Ivan Putski, Jack? Polish Power.
No, I have no idea.
Is he related to the genius or what
My
was
dad
it?
would always say that guy looks like he's got muscle in his shit.
That's what
You
your dad was
Google
like, eh?
Google some Ivan.
No, you were
Polish
talking
Power-
about the frenzy. Don't get
Frenzied out,
sidetracked.
guys.
Yeah, you were so focused on the frenzy.
Man, it was frenzy,
Like
eh?
a
What a
raving
frenzy
and
it
was.
frenzying. And what kind of drugs did you take?
I'm high on life.
That's right, Dean. You are.
Although there was a part of the
Poutine?
evening last night where I did encounter someone who I'm pretty sure was into the drugs.
Oh,
or into
really?
something.
I would
Jack?
like let's talk this through.
Yeah.
Something to say, Jack?
Flames played a game. Myself and Mike
Gould.
did the show last night, the old Afterburner. And you know what happens?
Well, a lot of things.
You hit it out of the park.
Well, but inevitably,
Starts taking shots at Rhett. You know how Mike is.
the guy that's not working Afterburner needs to come on Afterburner.
Oh God, really?
Yeah,
I don't have to come on anything.
he starts into the comments, and then as soon as you pay attention to him, it's like, oh hey, look who's in the chat. Boop, up he's now into the show. So he had to.
Well, since I'm here,
he had to come on last.
good.
I
Did
believe
you
the
add
text
some
was,
spice? And
Jack sent a link and said, "Come on and bleep with boom."
I think
Because we know how much you hate it, and that is what's entertaining when we can rile you up.
I think he also had too much frenzy.
No.
No, I didn't have too much frenzy. It was just about the right amount.
Was it?
I mean,
You gotta discipline yourself with your frenzy intake.
the thing is that we didn't A, get the frenzy, and B, when you had the Flames Penguins, that limited your frenzy availability during those 2.5 hours. Maybe a little intermission frenzy.
Yeah, it's still nice to have options. Oh yeah, he does look frenzied to me.
You know, it's a long day.
Yeah,
There's
you
a lot
were
of
busy.
people who were. Oh, hi, Pinder. There he is.
Pinder, hi. Hi, Pinder.
My wife's telling me to shush.
I'm
I
getting
better
shushed
go.
by my wife.
Opening statements. Oh, here, there's.
There it
Yes,
is.
that's,
Shout out Jasper. Miss you, Jasper.
there it is. People were very upset you weren't drinking Origin.
Well, I drank all my BBB, so I
I
had to
see.
reload. Luckily, there was a drop off here yesterday.
That
Yeah,
was just gonna
there
say,
was.
Jack
You know.
reloaded and not sure.
Where
he's
did we
sharing.
put all the beer? Where did the beer go? We put it in the next room, Ryan. Just it's
No,
all-
the next room used to be called Studio 2.
yeah, but
and
I never
now
called it
it's
changes.
Storage.
Changes. Time for our opening statements for McLeod Law. We get into it. Shane King, great guy, a lot of kids.
SK.
Partner in the litigation and dispute resolution group, specializing in areas like employee rights. Being laid off, being terminated can be difficult, can be hard, trying, emotional. Shane can review your situation, make sure that you've been treated fairly as the law requires. Practical approach, plain language, not legal jargon, not looking to stir things up where there's nothing to stir. But in the event that maybe there's been some wrongdoing, some chicanery or tomfoolery
Don't like that.
in the legal sense, then Shane King will be on it. McLeod-law.com. Whatever your legal situation might be. 5-0-1.
That sounds crazy. Is that right?
Greatest, bestest start
Bestest?
ever.
Hey, Lanny, suck it.
89.
That's right.
You guys are terrible.
Look at that thing right there. That you know what that is? That's the
Wow.
overall standings.
That's NHL?
Mm.
Oh my goodness.
That is the NHL.
There are 4 teams without a regulation loss. The Calgary Flames are one of them.
Jets are perfect still.
Yeah.
Who was worried about the Jets losing last night?
I just stay away from them.
That's
It's
true.
so
You know what it was? It was
Scar tissue.
when I was in college. We would every Saturday night because there was nothing to do. So we'd walk in Ontario. You go to the beer store, then you come back. with your beer.
Ontario's a dump.
It's kind of dumb.
Where were you in Ontario?
Thunder Bay.
Oh, yuck.
Thunder
That
Bay.
is
It's
dumb.
gross.
Awesome.
Nope.
And then we'd kind of put money on the board for who's going to score goals tonight, this sort of thing. So,
yeah.
And whenever I would take Maple Leafs, because the game was going to be on, so
Yeah,
you
you
wanted to
can
be cheering
watch
for the
it.
Maple- I watch my guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could never. It's kind of that way as well with Jets.
Who was your guy?
Your
then?
jinxie pants is what you're saying.
You know who was good back then? Sneaky good. You get late. Andrew Castles.
Yeah.
Oh,
He would always find a way to chip in somewhere along the line.
Glenn Murray, quiet 40 goals almost every year.
but he wasn't in Toronto.
No, I know. I just
Yeah,
mean
that was a
era.
little bit later on, and yeah, Castles wasn't, but just guys that were good then. A little bit later on, Jason Allison, remember him?
Yes.
Big, tall
He was
Jason
a Leaf.
Nelson. Yeah.
Slow,
Very
clunky, but
skilled,
he
could not
score.
skate.
He
Couldn't
had
skate.
the vision of unreal.
High end
Someone with
vision.
great vision. Yeah.
Who would like an eagle? Help me
Um,
here. I really
Galileo.
He had the vision of Galileo and the feet of a glacier.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all size and
that works.
mass and
Yeah.
lack of speed. But
So anyway, as we get back to the Flames, because we saw there, this is truly the best start that they've ever had in terms of 11 points, 11 of a possible 12 points through 6.
So they could have only got
That's good.
one more.
There's very small margin there that they could have
Hmm.
actually been any better.
like a 3%.
Maybe if Kadri doesn't turn that fucking puck over.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Go
He made up for it.
Go easy on Nas. That's a big
He
goal.
made up
last
for
night.
Oh, and I was going to crush him, guys. I was going to do it.
You're gonna get
Why-
after
why
it.
would you
Because
do
I
that?
didn't like him last night. I got to look at this is the
Oh.
4th straight game. He hasn't got a point, hasn't had a sniff. There's all these
He's
other
the
guys chipping in,
shits.
looking good. What's going
There's a
on?
button for that.
Is there?
Don't like him.
Yeah. It's not that I don't like him. It's just let's pick it up. Let's get it going.
Yeah,
need
that's
ya.
a great goal.
And then final minute,
Nas has been great.
he you know what he does?
He's accounted. One of matters to
He
me.
was unaccounted for by the Penguins.
That poor guy took a beating.
Yeah, that guy's got to show his face somewhere today.
I thought that was Jack.
Is that you, Jack? Did you get up to the game? I thought he was
had
doing
to work.
Afterburner.
Yeah, he was working.
Did he do
last night.
Afterburner from Dutton's? That's unbelievable.
It's crazy. I didn't think the
Wow.
The cord reached.
wireless was any good in there. So there it is. They
Yeah.
they
mucked-
tie it.
They mucked it up.
I was saying with Mike Gould last night that this is probably one of those games. Remember when the Penguins were in town and Kadri scored, and then the overtime and the shootout and the save off of Malkin and
Ugh.
Kirkland.
that was a great game. It was not a great game.
It was not a great game.
It was
It's in my top 5.
of the year. Yeah,
Which did it knock out? Given that was game 6.
Seattle.
Seattle's, yeah.
because it was a
That's a good
loss.
pick.
They had 7 shots on goal through 4.5 minutes, and then had 18 the rest of the way.
Was it 10-1 at one point?
It was-
Like,
Well,
very
they remembered what they
flame
were.
heavy, yeah.
They remembered what they were, Dean. They came out guns a-blazing, and then Husk had to say, hey, this is not how we play. We got to sit back and slow things down.
buckle
I
down.
thought it was the opposite of that.
Do you know who's in town? It's Pittsburgh. Have you forgotten? They're a high-octane Hall of Fame
Yeah.
club over there.
Pay respects to the greats.
Pump the brakes.
Because you don't want to run and gun
No.
with a team like that.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to get into a track meet
Mm.
with a team like that. You don't want to do it. So they would tie it. They would get to overtime. Nothing was solved to the shootout.
They go. You got to say that with it all because
To the shootout.
To the shootout, they go. 3 rounds, which is kind of the standard.
Is that what happens?
And if
Nothing
you're tied,
decided. Yeah.
you continue
Keep
to go
going.
1 round at a
4
time.
shooters each, kept going. 5, kept going. And then you had the likes of Blake Coleman,
Goldman,
Michael Backlund,
captain.
Jonathan Huberdeau
Oh,
available for the coach. But he said, you know what? Hey,
You.
young man.
Justin Kirkland,
Actually, not that
Off your-
young, actually.
get off your hoop and get out there
A 28-year-old.
and do this for us, you young fella.
11th shooter, first career attempt for Justin Kirkland. Kirkland comes in, shoots, scores!
John Abbott on the call. That about Johnny.
11th Kirkland comes in, shoots, scores!
Ugly, but
It looked like he really kind of skated himself
See,
into a tough spot.
I
there.
kind of thought the opposite. Like, that's goal scorer's goal. It goes right over the pad under the glove.
Oh, it is.
it's a good shot.
And he's the left shot getting all the way across here. He's forcing the goalie to come a
But
long
he doesn't
way.
pull backhand. He
Here's
stays
you know
on his
what? Not to
forehand.
change the topic, but
Yeah.
we're gonna have trouble with Pinder now because his kid's a goalie, so now he's gonna be a goalie.
Well, it's went in the 9-hole there. It's you're generally not going to see someone on the forehand as a lefty go to the 9.
I thought it was ugly, but I was very happy for that fella.
To be
very
fair,
happy for it. Now, okay, and let's see how it ends. So now,
Oh, it's not over.
It's not
yet.
over.
What?
no, the Penguins have a chance.
Yeah, they
Oh, dear.
fire back after the Kirkland attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, who do they have?
Yeah,
like
who do
Kirkland?
you got out
Yeah,
there?
what kind of
Old,
ammunition you
who's,
got?
who's the coach for
Sullivan.
Yeah.
I mean, still, I think, unless Jack's fired him already.
Steve?
Steve Sullivan,
No,
the former Leaf, again. it's all
Again,
coming
yeah.
back
a lot
around.
of Leafs.
Mike Sullivan, the former Flame.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, I guess.
Can you confirm? Or
I believe that to be true.
I believe that to be true.
is he scrambling?
Yeah, he
We got to buy time.
he didn't think we'd be showing the game-winning save.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about Mike Sullivan, his career with the Flames, shall we?
They're not going to want to see the Wolf save.
It's overplayed.
I've seen enough.
You're not
You
gonna
can
wanna
find it anywhere.
This guy's going to want to see that. No chance, probably. No chance, probably. God damn, why is it not? It's not even in the folder. I probably should have.
Calgary Flames, 1993. 94, 94, 95, 95, 96, 96, 97.
Great
4
years.
seasons.
That's long.
81 games he played.
Over 4 years?
No, that was the third season.
Oh.
It was 1938, 81, 67. So parts of seasons, but a full season in there. 21 points is high water mark, 9 goals.
That's a
Do you
long
think
time.
he had money on the board?
No.
No, I don't.
Why?
I don't
These
think
coaches,
any of
they're
his
the
players were
worst.
alive when he played in Calgary.
I
That's
was.
probably why.
So, as we were saying,
Thanks, Jack.
Sorry for this.
game wasn't over. There was still hockey to be played.
Now, what
Evgeny
duster are they
Malkin-
rolling up? What?
Yeah, one of the best of our era, our
Oh,
generation.
500 goals.
Little spin around that center, coming in straight away on Wolf. Deke shoots, stopped by Wolf. The Flames win it.
Well, again,
Funny thing there, Malkin looked more comfortable going in than Kirkland, but
Yeah.
less effective.
Yeah, he doesn't lose control of the puck. I don't know that it's the most creative move. He kind of went,
But he looked smooth.
"Can I go this way?"
he does look smooth.
He tried to
all the
open him
time.
up.
He
And
did.
credit to Dustin Wolf.
The young
You're not
fella.
getting 5-hole here. That's 5-hole, right, Ryan?
I think he
Yes,
missed
sir.
his shot, but whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, what a night at the Dome.
Oh,
Great game, great game.
that's why it's in the top 5, Dean.
Probably
Don't shoot
probably wasn't a great game, but an exciting game if you were there.
It's a great game if you went into that dressing room after the game and you
Or
hadn't lost and your whole team's pumped and Kirkland just scored
Yeah.
and this is awesome and the goaltender just stopped Malkin on it. Yeah.
what
real
if you
good
watched
game.
the first 10 minutes and then you just did a concourse tour where you did malt and popcorn
Nobody
and
would do
booze,
that.
and then you came back for
It's
the
not how
last 5
people-
minutes of the third?
That's not how people
Great game.
operate.
And you look at the shot clock and the scoreboards. Well,
Oh, down 1. This is trouble, boys. We got to get her going. What happened since I left? Oh, empty net, get tying goal. And you win it. What a night it would have been.
what a night it would have been.
Maybe you went to the Mickey Ultra Club and just got blasted and came down for the end of the third.
I guess maybe if you got lots of money to buy for tickets and not sit in your seat,
A lot of people do that. You got to line up to get in that place,
that's something.
or you get the really cheap seats. And you're
So it's like an admission to the bar.
it's
to
a,
get-
it's a $180 cover typically. Yeah,
So happy for Mr. Kirkland.
Kirky.
You know who I'm happy for? Husk. Jack Adams. Problem with winning the Jack Adams,
He's
soon
gonna
to
be
be
fired.
fired.
Yeah,
that's
you're
bad news bears.
Pack your bags.
Who won it last year? They're in trouble. Talk
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
I do want to show. I feel like I'm putting Jack in the spot here now. I want to go back to the Kirkland goal. We talked about it last night, and it's a great story. Scores in Edmonton. He's playing a fourth line role. He's fit in. The guys clearly like him. Huscom was referencing him by name. I guess it was last week, earlier this week, whatever it was, saying that this is
Best
a guy
friends.
that's had to fight for everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's an underdog, and I love it because
He's
he's
a
doing
dog.
because he was blocking shots. Remember, he was
Mhm.
doing the big shot.
Well,
block
he used to
there.
be a skill guy, and then he
He
was
wasn't
a
that
piece
skilled.
of clay in the hands of Rhett Warner one year, who was a player development person for the
Yeah,
Calgary Flames. And ever
did-
since then, it's been mostly time in the minors, and now he's dipped his head up.
Onwards and
teams,
upwards. Yep.
It's the reaction on the bench. You have some players, and the guy who is kind of front and center
You're gonna say
is a
Paul?
guy who you'd think maybe is he pissed off because he didn't get called, he didn't get tapped on the shoulder. Look at Huberdeau.
He doesn't get pissed. He's too happy.
You can let it run there. I mean, he is jacked for this guy.
I don't think he's jacked. I think he's floored that he actually scores. Like, holy Christ, this guy, he scored?
The bench
Is he
erupts.
laughing at Needles? Is that what he's doing here, Jack? Is he laughing at the goalie? Are they making fun of Needle? Come on.
The bench erupted.
The bench did erupt. The boys were pumped.
All right, stop. The bench erupts, and there were a couple of. That's the mark of a team that's got a little something.
Is there some bonding?
There's some bonding going there. Maybe
Some
it is.
gelling?
Maybe it's the ice cream in Banff, or maybe it's the winds.
Was it gelato in Banff?
It's probably the wins because there's lots of teams that have had nice meals that suck.
Yeah.
Waffle cones?
Well, I was talking with Gould last. I think what are they? Elephant ears or?
It's
Beaver tails.
Beaver tails. Yeah.
I heard you say elephant ears. I don't know what the hell those are.
Yeah, elephant ears are not in
Well, I'm
this
gonna
part of the
Google it.
It's a
world.
regional dialect. Dude.
Talk amongst yourselves, but they
Maybe in Ontario.
not the best performance.
Oh,
They're-
come on.
but
We
they-
don't critique wins
I know.
here. We don't critique
We're either
wins.
moaning about the process or moaning about the results.
I sometimes critique wins, but I'm not going to critique that win, Dean. They came back. They stuck to it. Their stick-to-itiveness.
What would be more concerning for you? Some sort of lack of process for the Flames, or what the Penguins are going to have to deal with?
I heard Wilsey say, I don't want to do it, but I may have to do it, and compare them to 2014.
He's been doing it for months. I don't know what to do. Maybe he doesn't want it. It's all he wants to do. He's been living for this shit, waiting for another find away team 2.0.
But this was the year we were going to be about process. It was not going to be.
This
about
is the process. The process.
Yeah, here's the thing. They didn't play that well. They benched one of their 3 NHL centers, who's a first-year center for a period. And they,
how do you know?
Went asleep at the switch for a while and still won the game. So, yeah, was the process good? No. Are the results good? Yeah, it's the greatest start in franchise history with these ragtag.
Find a way.
This island of castaways.
But going back to the original point, which you just barreled right through, this was supposed to be.
It is
process.
Yes, it's 1 of 82. Process
results.
Wasn't great last night, but they won.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Do we want to really break down the process last night? They weren't great. You said it. We said it. Like,
all right.
What process?
Thanks,
what are we
guys.
talking about? The day-to-day process or the long-term process?
no, like they lack jump and intensity at times, but
And is
they
it
need to go lay
process
the
or
gallon.
process?
They both either or. Potato.
Processed cheese.
Jack, you're the English major. What? Why did you guffaw at that comment?
I get to read his spelling every day. I
Yeah,
literally
it's-
cracked him about his spelling this
His
morning.
spelling is.
Yeah, I'm not the English.
Mark
major.
Kastelic got in a fight, and rather than try to spell his name, he's like, Luke Shen. That's what he labeled it. That's who took the beating.
Number 2.
Pinder is grumpy. Is it?
No, Boom did Afterburner last night. There's a direct correlation. You can go back and watch all the shows in the history of it.
So that my doing Afterburner makes you grumpy?
No, it makes you grumpy. Remember last show we had
I
after
have
Afterburner?
zero grump today.
Okay.
Look at him. He's not grumpy. He's got a great
You know
process.
You know what? It's kind of like the Daryl Sutter thing where they're winning, so you can't be happy with it. Or
You're the one that wants to talk about
yesterday-
process. What do you mean I'm not happy?
Yesterday you were kind of pissy, and it's
He was not happy about the frozen frenzy.
Yeah,
But you had to have context.
No,
He was trying to, you know what? You were adding context about the process of getting the frozen frenzy put together. It
didn't
goes
want the
back,
process yesterday.
right?
Right? Process today.
It took the process of the processing to get the frozen frenzy up and running, and now they won against Pittsburgh, who's not that good.
So you brought up the Pospisil benching. You're not.
Too many penalties. Stay out of the box.
Two offensive zone minors. See ya.
I like the message. It's
Yeah,
good that
Huska
you can
said
send the
post game.
message.
He said, "Look, if you're going to do that, we need him. He's our fastest player,
What?
but he's
Martin Pospisil is there?
100%." And the coach said it.
Ugh, they better pick up their.
I think they
speed
skate
talent.
but he flies.
I'm
think it's
gonna
something
have.
to move
You
to
know what? I'm gonna have to go to the what do they call it? The skills competition to figure that out.
That's a skater.
Yeah.
Get your.
You said it was unfortunate it was Marty because we need him, but he's the guy that has to show the group that here's what's going to happen if you take 2 ozone penalties.
You're damn right.
And they're lazy penalties. They're not physical penalties.
See, I told you I was happy for Husk, and Husk is kicking ass.
He's
Culture's good.
flipping the right switches for sure. The goaltending thing has been working. The line.
Well, that's what makes you a good coach is when the
This is true.
goaltender thing.
When your
Yeah, when the
goalies-
goalies are good, you're
when
generally.
you're 933, great coach.
You'd
Man, this guy could coach.
Yeah.
But it does have. I was talking with Gould last night. It has that feeling of went to overtime and you get a win. You get to shootout. And you win. It's getting a little.
Old.
The goals for
the
are
speed
starting to go
wobbles are-
down. It's
That game felt under the whole way, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden it was 7 goals. Like shit.
Yeah.
That didn't pay Jack.
so what? But whatever. You cannot critique 5-0-1 when no one gave you a hope. You might
So-
win 5 games the first 2 months of the year.
Oh
in the eyes of
yeah,
some
it was.
people.
Yeah, we were end of November.
It
Can we
was-
have 5 wins, please?
They had their 3rd win, the 11th game of the year last year. That was after the outdoor game, which I believe was either October 31 or November 1. Like it took forever to get to 3.
And here they are.
Dominating.
Screw the process, Dean. They're winning.
I say all in. Let's go, Connie. Add some more depth.
Go move your first. Rebuild's over, boys. Good work, everyone.
Do you go get Peyton Krebs?
Oh, how can't you?
What does it cost to get paid in Krebs?
Who cares?
It's probably going to be a principal point of the discussion.
No, not now. We were in.
We'd like Peyton Krebs.
You just
okay,
said we're all
done
in.
deal.
Quit
What is-
half-assing it, Pinder.
what does it cost? I don't know. We'll get back to you. We'll take it later.
Just send us the bill.
Invoice us.
They were discussing that on the broadcast. We've discussed
A
it. I guess.
broadcast. Which broadcast?
Telecast, I guess.
Oh.
The
Afterburner?
do you expend? We said no a week ago. No, hey, don't abandon this rebuild. You took so long to get here. Now it's accepted, and your youth, and all keep building. Well, maybe if there is somebody that's got a center out there that could be part of what we're doing long term, maybe we would move one of these first round picks we have.
Whoa.
Well, the context missing on that
Shut
conversation
the
was
front
that
door.
Frank came out on Monday and said
Not on our
they're
show.
looking
Context.
was important because they sort of said, no, this is going back to last season. But of course it is. That's what Connie said, from basically the summer through the draft, that if you could find someone that fits your age group, right-handed centerman, that's a piece you're missing. Go get it, save some time. But when Frank came out 2 Mondays and said, no, Flames aren't looking to sell, they're actively looking to buy. That's quite different than saying, they're open to the idea of adding a young center. Like the way he framed it was that things are hot and almost imminent. And that's why everyone was reacting. And then it's like, fan base, they've always been looking. It was just there's a bit of a swing and a miss there.
By Frank.
No, by the panel last night. The reason the fans were upset about it was the way it was framed by Frank, which was that things are happening now. It wasn't like, over the summer they've talked about it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I kind of am too. Lost.
And I don't care if they go trade someone if
Okay.
he fits in and it's the right cost.
They're the type of guys that don't get traded, to be fair, right? Like,
Why
tell me about a
now,
young.
Are you talking about this specifically, Peyton Krebs?
I'm talking about an under 25 centerman that's an NHLer already.
He got
Yeah.
traded once already.
Yeah,
I was
going to
say I don't like these.
It's a prospect at that point.
I don't like these give up pieces. I've already been given up on.
Well, he was a Vegas first rounder. There's only one of those that's alive. Everyone else has been traded. Was it Brandon Brisson? Everyone else has been moved.
Have they drafted well?
Suzuki's good, but they turned him into Pacioretty.
Brandstrom's moved around.
He's
Yeah,
no good.
He's a
He's
second rounder, I think.
not even playing.
He's in Vancouver now.
I know, but he wasn't in the lineup.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a big thing for Ottawa. And
That was supposed to be
never a
the
top four.
the
I thought he played
piece.
last night.
He may have played, but my point is that he is not a focal point.
No, goodness, no.
He's not uprooting Hughes from the PP.
I don't know if they do draft well, now that you asked, but I think when they
I
know
don't
the
think
guy's
they
not
do.
good,
They
move
drafted
him out
that
quickly.
glass. That glass is
Go
the
to
shit.
glass. Yeah.
They spend their picks, they use them in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Currency. So anyway, Rasmus Andersson is leading the Calgary Flames in scoring.
Big year.
Big year.
What?
Goal and assist last night. Leads the team in scoring.
Top of the table.
Top of the table.
More points than McDude.
Good. Trade him.
McDude or Anderson?
Well, Anderson for McDude. Let's
for-
make it happen.
the
They
deal's
need
one for
D. We need a center.
Look, you need cap space. Anderson's making like
We
$8
need
million
a
less.
center. You need D. This
Let's
is
go. Easy. $8 million in cap savings. Go. It's a huge
it's a feather in his
decision
cap.
thing for the Flames because he can be one of the.
You don't have to decide shit right now. I
course
keep
not.
saying that S word, and I apologize for my.
No, you've got till next
vulgarity.
year's deadline, but you also have the next July 1 is the date you could extend them.
Yeah.
And you'll also have teams calling this year, like Utah, who are down 2 of their top 4 defensemen with injury. As
Ooh,
announced this
Iginla.
morning. And you could say, hey, you get 2 playoff runs here.
Mm-hmm.
So, and look, I could be won over on keeping Rasmus and him being a staple for the rest of his career in Calgary and a one jersey player. If you're telling me you could get a huge haul with draft picks and prospects that could, make this rebuild more successful and a better team in the ring, all those things could be true.
Could
This
you
is
though?
rebuild
Absolutely.
shit.
Because to this point, you can't. By the time this team's in their prime, Rasmus Anderson you can't.
Well, I mean, all these winning teams have a couple defensemen over 30. You can't have all of them. And so Uyghur's going to be old at that point, but no one else is locked in.
Because I asked it last night. It's like, he's 27. And like you say, he's got time left by the time the extension kicks in.
It's his 30-year-old season, the first year of the new extension, if I'm correct. So I think his birthday's yet to come here.
And we're generally kind of loath to be just don't.
I'm
don't
loath.
do
I'm
it.
loath all the time.
But here again is a guy who is getting better every year. He's playing the best hockey of his career.
Well,
27 is your years to be the best.
Down year last year, really down year.
Well, he got hit by a freaking car. Yeah.
That was 2 seasons ago, but yeah.
Well, he had to bounce back.
But I would get it. Like, he had his power play time taken away. They were showcasing the shit out of Hannafin. You know, then you bring in
partners away, friends, the whole thing. You're the
Miramanov comes in and he's getting power play reps ahead of him down the stretch. I just thought he wasn't as engaged because the season went sideways, and he's been great this year. And this is the Rasmus that you remembered from the 22 season when they, went to the second round of the playoffs. And so you could say this is going to be our leader, a lettered guy, and he's going to be one of our graybeards when this team's good again. Or you could say, hey, maybe we could get T.J. Ginla for this guy. And that's just a sexy name that everyone's going to light up their eyes. But point being, he's an immensely valuable trade chip if you were going to take him to market this winter.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in 5 years, Dean.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather take Teach than another first. It's
I
gonna be
hope
tough to
I'm
miss
not
on
sitting here
Teach.
in 5 years.
No, but we'll still be in touch, hanging out.
We don't hang out now.
I was gonna say,
I know, but that's because we're together here all the
Right.
time.
So we don't need
won't-
to meet
yeah.
away from.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd come for buns. I'd buy buns off you.
Made buns this week again.
Pickles? What
Really?
about that pickle guy you got? I know you won't give me the name of the
I
pickle
can't
guy, but
tell
if
you.
I come to your house to buy the pickles from you, would that work?
Well,
commerce.
I'd have to find a jar without a label. Put them in there.
Whatever.
You
maybe
can
do it
Rhett
for you.
supply
I'm
the
just
jar?
putting it out there.
Yeah, record supply. You bring the jar.
I'll bring the jar.
Who gets the brine?
Build your own pickles.
I'm keeping the brine.
You got to get your own
Pickle
brine.
shots.
Yeah, Rasmus Andersson. Real good player. Shocker.
Yeah.
What's he worth? $9 million a year?
If you're the Edmonton Oilers, 15.
Because here's the thing. I like him more than Seth Jones and Darnell Nurse and a lot of guys that are making
Darnell
$9 million.
Nurse he's useless. So
He's
I
not
don't
in a court.
I know what he is, but I know
No.
that you guys will say, but I don't even, who is he? Don't tell me Darnell Nurse because everyone's better than Darnell Nurse.
I agree with that. I think more to the point would be
He is 9.
the type of defenseman that command 9. He's having the start to a season of like, yeah, absolutely, that's normal. So maybe that changes people's tunes on. Oh, shoot 9. I don't know.
9 times.
Because we're already talking about Zeri, and now it's like, are you going to stand all these guys?
I know.
Your best players haven't even arrived yet.
Man, if we could only get Conroy or Maloney on.
Who is a guy you have on? Follow him on Twitter. He came in to do one of the prospect show, Calgary guy.
Byron Bader?
Take a look at his X from today. As he made a
You don't like calling it X. It still feels weird.
I know.
But it's X.
Twitter.
He's posting?
He follows prospects and kind of maps out development, and then you try and find
We have a star to
comparables.
announce. Rasmus Andersson has crossed over and becomes the 17th star from the 2015 draft. It's probably the best draft we've seen ever. The average draft yield 6 to 7 stars. 17 is absolutely nuts. We might not see another draft like this. Rasmus Andersson.
And he had a comparable there of Hannafin, fringe star, and
Yeah.
then what did he reference?
Star producer.
Star.
So based on your point production per game and the role you're playing, he's sort of categorized superstar, star, fringe star,
Yeah.
role player, whatever. He if you at the beginning of last year, you would have thought Rasmus was a better player than Noah Hannafin. Hannafin had the much better year. This year, Rasmus better start.
There's the tweet, I guess you call it.
It's now
Okay,
post.
fair
You've always liked Rasmus, Dean. You were lobbying for him to get the C.
I think, and can they do it today?
I'd be okay
I would
with
do
it.
it today. No, I have been. It's everything that you see about him. He's got some.
I
grit,
said he should have
hates to
made the
lose.
team out of draft year. I did. I was like, this guy's good. Like, I don't even remember the team. They weren't going to keep him, but it was like, he's good. You could just slot him in there, play him some.
Yeah.
That's how high I was on Rasmus Anderson.
He
So
was
I
there were some
knew all
issues
of them.
though with his training. Do you remember the draft?
I do
profile? It was
remember.
Hawk and lube.
Yeah, he was a little unfit.
Little bit lazy, little bit
Lazy.
unfit.
Maybe.
He's neither of those things anymore. He's not lazy, nor is he unfit.
No, he's a leader
He's hardworking and fit.
and underpaid,
Very much so.
Highly underpaid
highly underpaid. Yeah.
Yeah, he could double
Massively
double
underpaid.
his salary.
and still not be.
Like if he goes
If
from
he doubled his salary, he's not overpaid.
probably not if he plays like this. If it's
Yeah.
4.55 to 9.1, that's absolutely what he's around there.
And then you can pull out some of those comparables that are making that 9.5. So
Oh,
even
God.
if I'm still better than those guys.
Yeah, you'd rather have him than Seth Jones or Darnell, who obviously has fallen off, but had the big year before that contract.
So anyway, this is we're gonna have this conversation a lot, I think.
And as long as they're competitive, there's no conversation to be had. It's only if the wheels come off.
So
this
at
thing
what
that I
point
think
does this winning cause issues?
if you're winning within a month of the deadline, if you're in a playoff spot, that would, I think, create some difficult decisions.
Yeah, but you have to keep winning till then.
That's what I mean. If you were to win right up
All
into
that
towards
way?
March,
Not before then?
if you're 15 points out of a playoff spot in February, I think it's really obvious what you do with all these guys, isn't
No kidding.
it? Yeah. So my point would be if you're still winning and in contention for a playoff spot at that juncture, that's when things get difficult.
Well, they're 5-0-1. You're going to have some clarity by Christmas, aren't you? Maybe not. Okay.
The whole
You thought so last year. That didn't happen.
right. It's so
We did
5-1.
keep saying that, right?
Oh, yeah.
By
the gauntlet run.
Christmas. Well, no.
Check in at Christmas.
They went from mid-December to the beginning of December to mid-February at an over 100-point pace. That was
Yeah,
the toughest part of
They
the schedule. They were
screwed us.
unreal.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
They made it difficult.
Another win for Wolf.
Ow.
It's been good.
He's been good.
One softy, two
Didn't
softies,
like
but
the
very
softy.
good. What happened on that third one? I still can't figure out what it went off.
It
Of.
got
It went off
tipped
a
by
ball. Yeah. It just kind of Chari just kind of whacked at it. Well, you were in the Mickey Club. Did they have
I wasn't at the game last
TVs
night.
in there?
They do, but
bad
most
angles?
people they're not watching. They're
Um,
just hitting on people.
Just kind of turned and spun it, and I think
Looked like it ramped up off something.
then off of him, off the post and in. But
Rust one.
he's making
Raquel, I should say.
and there again, is that the goalie? I don't know.
Not the ball one. Sorry, the turn bad
the Raquel
angle
one, yeah.
The bad angle one. There's one bad goal. I didn't. The third, I think that's probably just bad luck.
Yeah.
But shit, I mean, if you're gonna have a 933 and that happens once every 2 weeks, yeah, you'll take it. Has he looked small in it at all? Has he been beaten by goals? You're
Not
like, that's a
since
small
Noodles
goal.
called him out. Hey, Noodles came on here and said, "Hey, you looked small to me."
He's been better than taller and bigger goalies his whole life. We'll see if he can do it here. It's a good start.
Ken
This
wants to know.
small thing didn't just happen in the NHL. He's been small in every other league he's played in.
the Achari goal. Did you
Thank
miss
you.
it because you were drinking?
I had 2 pints post old man hockey and then nothing until late.
What are you doing with all your life? Like you're curling,
Yeah, big win on Monday.
Oh,
Ooh, fellas.
like you're curling, and you have like.
Thinking about
How do
trying-
you fit it in?
I'm going to pick up I'm going to get on the spare list for tennis too. I want to get playing tennis because curling's not going to get you in shape. It's just going to get you drunk. Probably should switch into something athletic.
What is your goal, though?
Just
Is
to,
it?
like burn calories and be fit.
I feel like it's the beers is the
Yeah.
primary thing.
Everything that he's so it's the same thing as the old bastards that go to the old man hockey. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get in shape.
No, you're in the parking lot
Freaking
hammering.
Yeah.
it.
6
If you
feet.
guys sat around and crushed Evians after
Wouldn't be
curling, I don't know that you're going. I don't know that that's the
there.
the motivation.
Sports are fun. Do sports. They're fun.
Sure. Yeah, sports.
Leave your house. Have fun. Talk to people.
So good job for the Flames.
Oh, we're all
It's a
proud.
another
start.
win.
Franchise history, boys.
Another big win.
I don't think you closed out your opening statements.
This is kind of we're bringing it in.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just kind of bringing it in here. McLeod Law, proud of those Calgary roots, big part of their long-standing client relationships. They understand the city, the people in it, and the way things work. They want to serve Calgarians, and they do it better than anybody else. These people, you see them on the TVs. And
The TVs.
get out of here. McLeod-law.com.
You know what I like about the McLeod law?
I do.
Law dash.
I
tell us
don't.
that legal jargon you speak of.
Yeah,
They can interpret it.
Yeah, they're good at it.
it's a lot of mumbo jumbo that then you don't have to sift through and navigate your way
Yeah.
through.
It means this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know what I looked for today based off last night's results?
What's that?
Couldn't find it because they sort of pop in and out throughout the season. Calder Trophy futures.
Hmm.
Who'd be ahead of Wolf right now? He was like 20-1 at the start of the year, Jack, I think.
Celebrating
15 to 1.
hasn't played. So.
Well, and Mishkov has 5 points to lead the way for the Flyers, but that's They've one win.
Yeah.
He's going to be in the conversation if he plays like this.
Let's keep an eye on it.
I will let you know.
Let's
when
stay
they-
on
they
top
throw
of
that.
that.
Yeah, but
market
if you
back out.
like it, then you have to get after it now because you're
Well,
on.
like I was saying, those markets, not every day they're available. There'll be a pause in the season and they'll update them all and put them back out. Today, you can't do it.
Do you want to get a now? Did you get your frenzy on yesterday, or were you kind of?
No, I don't frenzy. I can't frenzy.
Too old.
And you were doing old man hockey, and Jack, I don't know what you were.
I was
doing.
frenzying, though. I was back in time.
Our ref had a penalty calling
don't
frenzy.
Stop with the refs.
You got to stop beating up on these volunteer refs.
Volunteer. If you get paid, you're not volunteering for shit.
That is true.
I said shit.
Sorry.
Let's do a little frenzy.
Let's do the frenzy.
Every team in the National Hockey League took to the ice, staggered starts. Gary Bettman, what an idea. Just so great for Gary.
How many teams?
He's brilliant, this guy. He thinks outside the box.
Yeah, all through this.
Lots of them.
So many games, so many goals. Here's some of as we go frenzying.
Talk to Mike Matheson. Suzuki. Cutting in. Suzuki. Spins back and score! What a goal!
First rounder.
Nick Suzuki on the
drop it
power
from
play.
ice.
Second of the game, and Montreal is within two.
Heiskanen steps up. Thompson with the steal. Across the line. Heiskanen catches up, but so does Power. Thompson scores!
Twang.
That was magic. Coming up is Kirkland with Andersson. Trying to get it over. Andersson scores! Rasmus Andersson opens it up for Calgary.
All of a sudden, the Tides have turned over the last 2.5 minutes. Back in again. Jansen trying to set up. Fellow defenseman.
It's not pretty.
45 seconds of this period. Hughes hangs on for it, but he's got Dawson Mercer with them. It's blocked by Chernak. Across to Meyer. He scores! Timo Meyer from Jack Hughes, and the Devils lead.
Bobby Brink double team. He turns it over. McMichael sets up Mangiapane shorthanded. Score! 2 shorthanded goals in the opening.
Ooh, that's a big one.
And he's just kind of leaning forward a little bit, and Trouba stepped right into him and shoulder
That's
first.
old school.
Hansik's head went back.
That's old school versus new school.
Like the chop with the little pass.
It's a
there.
2-goal game. And Aaron comes in. Finds the trailer. Fox moves it. Score! Mika Zibanejad! A beautiful one-timer. And in the first minute of the game. These two certainly know the job they have in the lineup, and that is to fire up their respective benches. And this is some kind of a
The helmet stuck to you.
We said it was a heavyweight matchup, and they are not
Pull that
disappointed.
thing, no? It's in his
My
grip.
goodness.
Here comes Lane Hudson. Oh, take it away. Great play. Riley Smith in. Scores!
The good and the bad there, Huds.
What an effort by Riley Smith.
It's still a 2-goal
NHL,
game.
huh?
You know what they say about 2-goal leads.
What did they say?
Big shot. Fools Aaron.
They come in bunches.
Leads 4.
What is this?
A short-handed goal.
Oh, Jake.
Kastelik a right. Kastelik a right. Kastelik another right. He's going with Luke Shen right now. Kastelik just a couple of right hooks. Kastelik again. Kastelik a right. He buckled Shen, and down he goes.
That didn't go well.
Again, it's the Hughes line against the Kucherov line, and Jack Hughes is in behind. Hughes on the break. He scores!
Oh, yeah.
A wicked deke at the end, and Jack Hughes puts the Devils ahead.
Yes, you did.
Resetting. Huberto. Andersson one-timer shot block. Rebound. Scores! Kadri ties it. Big-time goal from Nazem Kadri.
Grabbed by Natchez. Rifled back quickly, snapped in front. Diving right hand set.
What a stop.
Goodness! How did that stay out? Stuart Skinner! Pterodactyl-like save on Natchez.
Pterodactyl?
Yes, I don't know.
And the cage right back in it 2-1.
Bird?
It's a fast goal.
I've never seen pterodactyls play net. I don't know. How do we know?
Kirkland comes in. Shoots, scores!
It's gonna be the best.
Look at the bench. They are jacked for this guy.
10 days for Kirkland. Comes in, goes glove side.
Natchez spun it ahead. It's going to be 2-on-1 Carolina for victory.
Overtime. What happened?
Shoots, save, Skinner.
You're up 2-0.
Augusta Spear, 10 seconds. Carolina's going to hurry. Natchez to the net. One timer. Aho scores. And the Hurricanes win 3-2 in
Shucks.
overtime.
Wolf trying to stop and game Malkin. Little spin around that center. Coming in straight away on Wolf. Deek shoots. Stopped by Wolf. The Flames win it.
Frenzy.
Sure.
The Frozen Frenzy.
Did you show all 98 goals?
Not all 98.
Or however many there was.
No, not all of them.
Showed the best fight.
When you
and
cough
heaviest hit.
and there's little lights, is that good?
Your
Yeah,
eyes or
yeah, it's good.
actual?
It's
That means you're.
you're clearing things out.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're clearing things out.
That means you're bright.
Coming up on Friday, we are going to be on location. There's some details to be ironed out.
What?
We don't know where Jack's going to be.
Who cares?
Oh,
I care.
man. It's Jack.
I know.
Do you want me there, Red, or
I
no?
want him there.
Do you?
Does
I
Jack
was
want to be
gonna
there?
I think Jack should go.
Do you want to be there?
I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
I'm going to be there.
You should be there.
Jack?
Well, how's this going to work?
Who
Well,
cares?
Yeah, that's the takeaway. These are the ironing out items. that we need
Oh,
to figure
that's
out.
the stuff you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Anyways.
desk.
What he said.
Got it. This Friday, it's the grand opening of the OC Origin Calgary. They've got a tap room, they got a brewery, and they're ready to invite people through the doors. 943 28th Street Northeast. Beer specials, food, games, music. Doors open at noon,
Yin.
and we're going to be doing a show. At least one, we think.
We
With
gotta
or
get you to
without
make up your
Jack.
mind here. We've given you options.
That's right. That's right. But we want you to slide on by. It's you know what it is? It's like an all-day kind of
It's like a
thing.
meet and greet.
Come on down. Try it. Taste some of those delicious Origin brewing products.
Oh, yeah.
Will they have the Barn Burner Blonde? I presume they will.
They will. I'm
Yeah,
told
that's
they
good
will.
stuff. That is good stuff. But we'd like you to come by and if you want to watch the show, it's underwhelming. Won't lie to you. But the beer's great.
Well, and with the beer, the show probably gets better,
Good.
Per chance,
see.
yeah. Yep.
right?
Good chance of that
That's
happening.
beauty's in
It's
the eye of the
Pinder's
beholder.
life. With the beer, things get better.
Yeah, typically.
And also, if you're around Pinder, if you drink beer, he gets better.
There is a tipping point there, but
That's
yes,
slippery slope.
Yeah, when you start when
there's a certain.
there's how much he's got, then there's how much you're in, and then
If you had two and I was two behind you the whole way, that probably is perfect. Cuts the
I
edge.
still
off.
want to stop at some point, and you won't.
That's when you
Regardless,
That's when you smoke
Origin
bomb.
Friday, October 25th.
that's this Friday. Doors open at noon, 943 28th Street in the Northeast.
Someone wants an over under for high kicks. I couldn't find that on 365.
There's
see
going to
it
be
in
an
the chat.
issue with the high kicks.
Is it a low ceiling? What's the problem?
It's a very well. I know what's going on in your personal life, so
What's going on in my personal life?
some issues.
It's a professional development day. I'm
Damn
going to be
right.
developing my profession of high kicking.
You should do your most, not most.
A question coming in here from Mr. Smackin. Will Rhett be there at Origin? Not sure if I want to bring my girl around that stash.
I'm going to trim up the rest of the struggle here. I'm going to be looking sharp,
Strubble.
letting it
Deadly.
grow. Really mumbling today, aren't I?
A little bit. Stroke.
Well, I was seeing stars. Do
Stroking
they
out?
call it stars? I don't know if it's stars, but they're little bright lights all
Stars.
over. So
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine.
Burnt toast?
no burnt toast. No,
Sure,
I
that's all
think
good.
it'll be faster than that.
Yeah.
You should just burn toast. I'm here to mess with them tomorrow.
You guys smell that?
No, what are you talking about?
No, I definitely do not.
Jeez, maybe we should talk to someone about that.
Our buddy Jamie McLennan is going to join us at some point. He is traveling today.
Oh, because
In transit.
because it's Wednesday.
Correct.
Oh,
Still.
He was in the Utahs last night.
oh I thought you were
And
going to
is
say
now-
Yukon, and I'm like, what?
He is on his way to the Vegas of loss.
Oh, he's on the strip already. There is zero
might be.
chance.
Yeah, he might be.
Although it is
Don't
early
hold
there.
your
What do you do on
breath.
the strip at 10 a.m.?
Ryan.
The older you get, the more akin you are to getting into it earlier.
I don't know when he lands, but you got to set up your hotel room, get your water, and then you go out and adventure, find some food. You got to load up water and pills in your room, and then head out and adventure. Right?
I'm a big fan of the early to rise, early to bed.
Oh, we heard
Is
about
there a
you.
rhyme
Let's go.
about that?
I don't think so. So what we'll do is,
delay?
here's what I'm going to propose. We can start with the Pinder Report.
Sure, yeah.
When
And then
Jamie gets here,
He won't.
we'll press pause,
he's in Vegas.
and then we can go back with the rest of the Pinder Report.
I know who he is.
He's very
He has a lot of
responsible.
contacts in Vegas too. He knows
Oh,
everyone.
he's a big-
6 degrees of noodles.
Wag.
He's out with
Celine Dion.
Nickelback right now,
Yeah,
just getting
he's just
messy.
at Cirque du Soleil with Celine,
He's probably
chatting with Mike Tyson.
headlining at the Sphere.
Do you think that's what he's doing?
Oh, for shizzle.
Let's do the Pinder Report. It's a presentation of Village Honda.
They got any used cars, Dean?
They do.
A bunch. Good, glad you asked.
I mean, what
Pre-owned, we call them.
That's a good point.
pre-owned vehicles. They're inside the Wood Automotive Group, which means they have access to every vehicle within the Wood Automotive Group. So it's like you're going to 4, 5, 6, 7 dealerships at once. Why
Pretty good.
run yourself ragged when you can just head to your dealership for life, Village Honda, and let them go to work for you? They present the Pinder Report.
I know you like Marty Pospisil, Dean, but there might be a new favorite Flame, or at least someone absolutely rocketing up the power rankings. Justin Kirkland, the shootout winner last night, and a great idea here from one of our Twitter follows, DeYanks. Regular time suggestion: Kirkland scores and all hot dogs $1.50 for the rest of the period.
There you go.
What could you love more than Costco and this 28-year-old
Not a lot.
call up? I mean, it's phenomenal.
I mean, there's some things, but I'd rather not bring it up. People judge you. It's like, hey,
Didn't
we're all
know you were into
adults.
that.
We're free to have.
That sounds
Things
deep.
that
I
we're
don't know if we
into?
need to get that deep into this. First.
Let's keep
I'm
moving.
going
Rhett.
to get
No need
myself
to
a
judge.
Kirkland jersey. And
a big
good
world
on you,
out there.
kiddo.
Still undefeated in regulation are the Flames, one of 4 teams, as you noted, Dino. Wild have been sneaky good this year. Jets undefeated, and the Rangers, yeah, they're good at hockey, as we expected they might be. Shesterkin, safe to say the pressure of a contract year not bothering him.
He seems to
And
be
Verita,
handling it just fine.
Panarin, eligible to be re-upped this summer as well. Last year his deal. He's not being bothered either. They just good at hockey. Schedule for the Flames coming up. Let's take a peek there, Jacko, as we are into the second and third games of the homestand coming up this week, where it'll be Carolina, who looked pretty good last night in Edmonton, and then Saturday evening, not night, against the Jets. It's a 5:00 start, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have 2 teams without a loss in regulation squaring off.
Great start time.
Saturday evening, not night.
Saturday night, like you're used to 8:00 start Saturday.
Yeah,
I know what he's
This is
saying.
the early half of the Hockey Night in Canada, not
All
night
it means is you can get
It's a
2
5:00
bowls of
puck
corn.
drop. So this is a kid-friendly game.
I gotcha.
And there'll be light at Dutton's when you're in there. It kind of takes the edge off. of
These
it.
You
days.
have such a problem.
Okay. Rasmus Andersson, he's got this stare going on. I really like it. I don't know when he came up with it. We noticed he's been doing it this year. Last night again, that poor bastard in the Lemieux jersey got it
Great
all
location.
night from his buddy. That was a big goal from Rasmus. And yeah, the friends at Sportsnet, really close to them. They put together a montage of all the stares this season.
A Flames fan, when he scores, does this, follows it up with a little of this, the stare down that everybody's been talking about, ice cold. You got to love it. In Vancouver, always love it when he does it. In Edmonton, and then here tonight, maybe the most prolonged as he gets a good look, finds the Penguin fan, and just glares at
I want him to score 30 just so I can keep watching.
I
games.
know it's only good when you score.
You can't do it when you're not
You
scoring.
can't do it when you're in a slump.
It's a hell of a goal celebration. We've never seen it before. He's a trendsetter, right?
I don't.
He's an idea guy.
He's
See,
a-
the first one in
he's a
Vancouver, I wondered.
dangerous SOB.
Yeah, I wondered. See, is there a attractive lady in the row 1 there?
Is there a
But then it's kind of kept going.
like it?
Is that a Canuck hat you're wearing?
This is so boss. I love it. Just alpha behavior. You love to see it.
You do.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is why you love him. We all like him. But he's got that FU to him.
Absolutely, he does.
Yes.
Sign him.
Favorite Norwegian.
Close. Now, favorite player from Saskatchewan. That for a lot of Flames fans, it's been Rhett Warner. But for a lot of Flames fans, it's also been Braden Pahal.
I don't know that for anyone it's
but
been
for
Rhett
a lot
Warner,
of people, they can't tell the difference. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this pitcher and this pitcher, Dean. They're the same pitcher. That's young Rhett and young Pahal. Mike Gold might not be wrong, fellas. He might not be wrong.
It's not a lot of people in Saskatchewan. You know that? I looked up the population today. It's about 1.2 million small towns. A lot of interactions.
Could have the same pair. Well, who knows?
Steady.
He's. Would you want us to call Pahal young Rhett, or should
I
we
want
call
Pahal
you
to
old
start
Pahal?
paying me
Royalties.
royalties.
For all his.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So loaded.
He's making money off Rhett's likeness.
So
Steve.
loaded.
This is not legal. Talk to McLeod Law about that.
You know what? It's because Conroy played with me, so he knows you have to count on guys like Pahal.
You need a few good Saskers. You and
Yeah.
Sean Donovan. I think he's a Sasker. No,
Not even close. He's
Who's this other Sasker?
Regier.
Yeah, Regier for sure.
Sean Donovan.
We're gonna keep
Get
moving.
out of
Donovan rhymes with Shaunovan. That's my problem.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Wranglers in action last night, fellas. They went to a shootout. Check out the footwork. Fancy footwork. This is Jeremy Poirier
Bako?
in Bako.
At center. Now he picks up the puck.
Oh.
Poirier.
Hey,
A lot of stick
And in your
I like That's so bad. That's
Good
great.
in and the right foot out and do the hook boogie and shake it all about it.
in the game.
What does that really like? You're a goaltending guy now.
I'm not a
Does that
goaltending
mess
guy.
up the goaltending? When
I
you
just
get
said Justin
idiots?
Kirkland made a good shot because he scores and shootouts all the
You're a
time. in the A.
goaltending guy. Like
Jesus.
So, question: is he doing that for shits and giggles, or is now our guys taking the piss out of him for how he looked doing this? Because he's either putting on a show for the guys,
Yeah.
or it's ridiculous.
You know what he's doing? It's Evgeny Kuznetsov. He's coming in really slow, but he's just disguising it with his fancy footwork.
okay. The next question I have is, what's the coach think if he doesn't score?
Oh, you see that? We don't know. What we
Because
do
that
know,
cowboy ain't messing around.
as long as Trent Cole sees him scoring goals, he can do whatever the hell he wants.
He will
Keep
cull the
scoring.
herd.
Not an issue last night.
Huh?
Oh, you've got the shovel already. You can't keep.
Huh?
No, I mean, I just doing a little
I
break.
loved it.
Get a goosebump on a goosebump there. Red Wings hockey, boys. Lock in and get excited. Stevie Wise turning this group around. Big win last night. 10 shots, fewest in a victory since 1959.
10 shots.
Why waste them?
That's a great shooting percentage.
Economy.
Well, not really. It's 10%. But yeah.
Well, it's not.
I'm sorry, they didn't shoot 100 shots. I don't know how many shots they had. It's
You sure you weren't drinking last night? This is what
I
you're
don't know.
trying to, because you came on Afterburner and you're slurring and kind of there was something.
I was a little dopey last night. I wasn't slurring.
Fun guy.
No, I wish. Rhett loves Peyton Krebs. You know why?
I want him on my
you know
team.
why? Because he's large and local.
Because he's from Saskatchewan.
But also, ever since he got in that dust up in practice, Peyton Krebs goals before Rasmus Dahlin punched him in the face, 0. After, 1. That's analytics, baby. All you haters of the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
What is Peyton
What?
Krebs?
That's great leadership by the captain there.
Totally.
I'm going to need to punch you in the face right now to get you going.
Here you go.
What are you talking about?
I know
I've
what your
just-
problem is.
I've kind of got the sniffles. Bop. Ow.
Thank you. I feel better now.
Did we show that fight? And if we didn't, why?
In practice, it must have fallen on a weekend.
That
'Cause
is
I was thinking about
BS.
that too. There was a good fight last night. You already saw it. It was Shen and Kastelik. We also saw the heavy Trouba hit. We don't need to revisit those. Let's go to the Utahs, where a great start suddenly has a bit of concern surrounding it, Dino, because Sean Dursey, who is their power play defenseman, 4 to 6 months
Oh, dear.
right shoulder, and John Marino, their big acquisition from the Devils, top 4 defenseman, 3 to 4 months lower back surgery. I don't like those words together. Anytime you have back and surgery, don't like it.
You better pray it's 3 to 4 months.
The only way you have those two words together is I'm back from the doctor. We don't need surgery. Back and surgery, not good together almost ever.
Yeah, it's too bad for the Utahns.
Well, I mean, it's
The
all
hockey
right.
club.
Tej was meant to
Yeah.
be in Calgary anyway. and Rasmus will just
we got
slide right in
screwed out of them. So let's go get them.
Let's go get him. No,
Can we
no,
keep-
you guys are jacked.
Can we keep
up.
Rasmus too?
Who are you trading?
I don't know.
Week
I
dog?
don't know. It's,
Weeks? We like
those
weeks.
guys don't know.
Who's going to build
Do
the
it
rink?
in Utah, do they? Can't we bamboozle them?
Bamboozle.
You guys have been so excited about it, and it's finally happening.
I love the Olympics.
Which is the thing I worry about because you get excited about stuff probably a little more often than you should. But the Four Nations Face-Off is coming.
Been weighing
And the
over
tickets are on sale October 29.
Finally.
I'm going to need context.
So this is a best on best tournament between Sweden, Finland, the USA, and Canada. We will have
So 4 teams?
that's the Four Nations Face-Off.
Okay.
So
Huh.
So 4
That
teams.
That makes sense.
each nation has a team.
There's no other
Four
nations with a
4
team?
teams. Those are the 4.
They won into this because they
Dude.
beat other nations.
These are the 4 best hockey nations that aren't in the penalty box for being dicks.
Are they only taking face-offs, or are they going to play games?
They're going to play hockey against each other.
Could we come up with a different name than Face Off?
We'll give you till Friday. Make it a top 5 for
Nations.
The 4 nation fuck around
Four Nation Face-Off.
and find out.
We talked about this in our meeting yesterday. We have to stop the swearing.
I know. Okay, I need to press
Yeah,
pause.
that's fine. Yeah. Well, I know this. Our next guy is really excited.
Yeah, and before you go to it, like most things with Jamie McLennan, backstory. Jamie joins us on the Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating Insider Hotline. Crystal Waters, they're your crystal clear choice for all residential plumbing, heating, and cooling services. 23 years of experience, over 30,000 projects completed. These guys are the best of the best. Their mission is to be the guardians of your home's mechanical heart. You don't want to be worrying about your AC, your hot water tank, your heater. It's getting cold outside. Let them come in and ensure that your home is safe and ready for winter. And Barn Burner viewers and listeners, need a new hot water heater, AC, or furnace? Discounts and upgrades up to $1,000 in value. Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating is your crystal clear choice for home comfort. Give them a call, 403-409-219-4100, or check them out at crystalclearcalgary.com. Okay, now before we go, because we had said Jamie McLennan doing the work, he was part of the frenzy last night in Utah.
Salt Lake.
And then had to fly to Vegas because he's working man. I'm trying to think what's the best way to do this. A long story short, this is a text that I received moments ago. I woke up in Salt Lake City not feeling well this morning.
Oh, dear.
I flew to Vegas. I'm good to come on, but I'm sitting in a clinic with an IV in my arm.
It's normal in Vegas.
I'm
but
pretty
for
weak
different reasons.
and going back to bed once we're done.
Well, like that.
I just want to make sure he's okay. This
T's-
is my
T's and
only
P's, thoughts and
concerns right
prayers.
now are for the health and well-being of my good friend.
As we go to the Crystal Waters Plumbing and
IV
Heating.
hotline.
Hold on, I got to find the camera. There it is. What's going on?
Is this a self-induced illness or this is a bug?
It's the first time I've done this like hangover heaven or IV or whatever with zero alcohol or anything in my system whatsoever. Like the lady asked, she's like, have you no drug dose? I drink until I fall over, but other than that, I haven't had a sip of alcohol in weeks. I woke up this morning in Vegas or in Salt Lake City, and I was weak, nauseous, all of this stuff. But I'm like, I got to fly to Vegas, so I land in Vegas, and I went across to the CVS to get a bunch of like fluids and drugs and all of that. And on the way back, there was this place called Revive, and I popped in, and I'm like, "Can you give me an IV?" And the lady's like, "Yeah, what are your symptoms?" I told her. And I said, I have to do a podcast. Do you mind giving me a private room? So they gave me a private room. I've got a bag of what looks like urine going into my arm. And I'm here ready to talk hockey. We're ready to rock. What's going on? And I will say this. So I have had, and I've worn the hat on this show before. Years ago, I discovered this company called Hangover Heaven. And you could pay $100 extra. They'll come to your room. And I used to have it scheduled, like every Saturday, Sunday. They would be at my room at 11:30 a.m. They would come, I'd hang a bag, and then you'd be right back by the pool acting up. And this is like, so she's like, have you ever heard of this process before? I'm like, yes, several times I've had the bag hung. And, like I say, I'm more embarrassed that this isn't a great Vegas story. I'm getting fluids because I'm old and decrepit and breaking down. That's what it is. And I think I got a touch of the flu or something. I don't know.
Oh dear. So
I had a lot of diarrhea.
So you call them and then they come to your room. It's $100. Is the nurse costume
to hang a bag, you say?
Jeez.
Yeah.
Noodles.
Wink, wink.
No, to hang it. No, it's $100 just for the for like them to come to your room. I think it's another $250 or something for them to put the like. It's not a free service, gentlemen. It is it's pricey, but it is worth it. It is worth it. I'm telling you, there is some of the grossest hangovers I've ever had in Vegas, and an hour later you're running laps. You're literally running laps, ready to do it again.
So do you go like to the back of the clinic or go like upstairs or how does that work?
I'm at the Cosmo. I just walked in and I said, she's like, we've got a party room, we've got a great room, and we've got a private room. I said, can we do a private room? I got to start yelling and screaming about the Calgary Flames. Have you heard of them? And she's like, no, I haven't. I said, well, I will be yelling and screaming about them. In a big win last night and got an opportunity to go back and watch some of it. I mean, listen, your Flames, they look pretty good. They're pesky. That's the word. They're pesky. Yeah. I like that.
Well, you're the goalie. Everyone's gonna ask you. You told us that Wolf was terrible a month ago, and now he's playing pretty good.
Never gonna amount to anything.
I did not say that. I said he looked small in the net. I didn't say anything about an attitude. I just said he has to settle into the league, and there's no margin for error for a guy who is 5'10", we'll call it. And when you play like that, when you play with confidence, there's a reason why I think Connie wanted to give him some runway to, give him an opportunity to see what he is at the NHL level. Is he a 1? Can he play 65 games? Is he a 1A? Is he a 50-game guy? Like those questions should be answered this year when it comes to Dustin Wolf.
What do the early returns look like to you? That's his third start. He's 3-0.
He looks good. You know what I like about him is he's got this swagger about him. Like he's got a little FU. Like, you know what? I know you think I'm small. I know you think that, hey, I'm filling Markstrom's shoes and all of this stuff, but he just goes and plays. And, his track record speaks for itself. Did he win his last 4 last season?
Yeah, 7 straight, I think, is what it's up to now.
Yeah, so, he has a little streak to end the season that looked good. Start the season, I told you, I didn't love his preseason, but I don't love anybody's preseason.
They sent him on the road. He never got the good team, right? Like when you're sending a team on the road, it's just dusters. There's no vets, and you're playing
100%.
It's a tough thing to judge.
And that was the one that stuck out, where Winnipeg flexed their muscle in the third period that game. And there's just, like I said, there's no margin for error, where if you're a little late to position, your size can't cover it up. And that's really what but right now, looking at him, size is not a problem because he's really in tune with his position and he's quick. And like I say, he's got some swagger where nothing seems to overwhelm him. He doesn't care if it's Crosby or McDavid or whoever's shooting on him. This guy, he's trying to stop pucks. And I respect that. I didn't have that as an athlete. He certainly has that swagger.
So everyone at the NHL level is like, wow, look at this. I mean, geez, okay, he's had success prior, but look at the size of him. There's very few guys that do this. For Dustin Wolf, this is nothing new. He was told that in junior. He was told that in the American League. He won 4 Goalie of the Year trophies in a row: WHL, WHL, AHL, and was the AHL MVP. This ain't new to him. This isn't something he's having to deal with for the first time. He's had the chip on his shoulder his whole career because he's been told he's not big enough at every level. This is your Theo Fleury, Johnny Gaudreau, Marty St. Louis thing. This isn't new to them. It's new to all of us. He already knows he can do it. He just has to prove it to us.
Well, that's what it is. We are in the show me stage when it comes to fans and everything. You're right. The track record speaks for itself. I keep comparing him to UC Saros because that's the only comparable for a smaller goalie in the league. UC Saros is a top 5 goalie in the world.
Every year.
So if Dustin Wolf wants to get there, he's got to continue with that trajectory, to have a little jam in his game, to have that swagger, and also deliver quality starts and quality performances. That's what we've seen. So it's so far so good. I think the Flames are a team that has surprised some people. And how long does it last? I think it can last longer than people think, just because it's not like they've found this like lucky formula. There's work, there's some skill, there's some young guys who who have some speed, and you've got the goaltending. I think the D's starting to round into shape. I mean, Rasmus Andersson looks good. Like there's not just one thing you circle and go, oh, you know what, that'll come back to I mean, you can speak to the analytics. Is there something that you could suggest that might regress? Is their PDO really high, something like that?
Through 3 games, they had 16 goals. That wasn't going to last, but they've had some lower scoring affairs the last few. And, after the first period in Vancouver game 1, where they allowed 4, they're probably humming around 940 save percentage. That's not going to last, but they're not dramatically way off things. Like if we're talking about 940 to 920, what is that, a goal every week? That's it.
Yeah. And well, you remember, was it Vancouver that had a ridiculous PDO last year to start the season? Like it was not sustainable.
Well, Rhett wouldn't stop talking about it.
I was just going to say, can you get me off the air, Jack? What does that mean?
He thought it was Pedialyte, though, which is kind of
Pedialyte. There we go. This is a better angle.
Yeah. No, essentially you're either getting better than an expected goaltending or better than expected shooting, or both. And that's usually the sign of a team that's on a heater that's not sustainable.
Yep, I agree.
Stuff that's important, like how is the rink in Salt Lake City, and are the Sens coming around?
So 2 things. The rink, I had 2 tours of duty in Salt Lake City in the early 90s. I played for the Salt Lake City Golden Eagles in the IHL, and then I played for the Utah Grizzlies when the Denver Grizzlies moved from Denver when Colorado Avalanche went in there. So it wasn't like I was there a full season. I think I was there 3 months my first time around, and my second time around I was there maybe a month and a half. But same building, Delta Center. Talking to everybody yesterday, the plan that is in place is pretty impressive. Apparently this Ryan Smith has said to everybody, like, no expense is too big. Like, we're going to blow out a side of the building and make the seats, so that there's no bad seat in the building. Like they've got a bunch of plans to make this, one of the best in class as far as when it comes to a facility. Last night, I thought it was a bit weird because I don't know. You guys can tell me this. What is the capacity? Is it 14,000 and 11,000 unobstructed, something like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Was there 3,000 or 4,000? You can only see one net.
Yeah, there was.
There was Barclays in Brooklyn.
Yeah, there was some empty seats, which I thought was weird because that was the third home game. But it is a Tuesday, Tuesday on, and game 3. But to me, I thought that was a bit weird. I thought they would be just hanging from the rafters, but it was a big crowd. Utah deserved a better fate because they had the first 8 shots on goal. Anton Forsberg made 3 unbelievable saves to start the game. And then Ottawa settled in and got their skill game going. But Utah continued. I like that Utah team. I think they got skill and speed. I don't think Ingram had his best night. But, I will say this. I think Ottawa's starting to get it, to have some urgency to their game. Some of these young players are maturing. They brought in some veteran players. Nick Jensen was unbelievable last night. That's a guy that flew under the radar, that trade, a right shot defenseman who can play in your top 4. He had a couple beautiful assists, some real good physical plays down low, kind of playing shutdown. So he helped stabilize Thomas Chabot. What he does is kind of add. He's a top 4 defenseman, and that's what they've got a top 4 that's pretty solid when Zub comes back. So I like their team. Ridley Gregg came back and scored. So we'll see. I mean, big test in Vegas here on Friday afternoon. Sunday in Colorado. Colorado is looking like they've woken up a little bit. They've got some help coming around the corner. So it's going to be no easy road trip for them.
Did you say Friday afternoon? Friday
at 3 p.m. and it's Nevada Day.
Yeah, they've done this every year. Yeah, that rings a bell. It's not often.
I have no idea, but it's Nevada Day. I just know I'm trying to get myself healthy so I can enjoy Vegas instead of just.
I believe today is Wednesday, and they play so that's Wednesday and then Thursday, and you're into Friday.
This is not what
Cosmo
Noodles was imagining.
This is not the way I planned it, but. I always say to myself, if I'm going to get sick, I might as well do it on the road so I don't give it to my kids and my wife and all that fun stuff, right? You just do what you need to do and grind through. Unfortunately, the last 2 trips to Vegas, I have been sick, which is weird. And not sick because of my activities here. Just, landed sick, which sucks. Actually, I'm lying. The last time I was here, I got a stick across the eye and I had a broken orbital bone because I was in between the benches and I got chopped. A chipped cheek or whatever. So I had to go for like a CT scan here. I've had 2 concussions working in between the benches as a broadcaster.
I think
crazy.
Mask up. Start a new trend. Be safe, Noodles. We don't need you going down.
How about just sit up top, not force feed myself in between the benches, standing there like an idiot? You know, like that.
This would be an elaborate plan and like a pro plan. If every time you go to Vegas, oh babe, I think I'm just gonna have to just stay in the room. I got chills. I don't think. I gotta go. I got a broken orbital bone, babe. I can't be going out. Did you see the game? Oh, you didn't see the game? Oh yeah, I took like 19 stitches. Really kind of.
Glenn hurt.
No, I as much as I'd love to. You know how I love Vegas. I'm gonna be in the room for 2 straight days, babe.
Unfortunately, there was evidence that the stick. I had a giant black eye, and unless I got punched at a strip club or something like that, then there's. You pretty much have to justify it, which is possible. But honestly, I'm not Ferris Bueller. I don't need to put a dummy in my bed and somebody's checking on it when they open the door. Like if I want to go out and have a beer in Vegas, I'm an adult. I'm a paid adult, so I want to do it. But right now, I'm gonna grind through. I got to grind through my show later, and then. We'll see how it unfolds. Maybe I get some energy.
You're gonna be laughing.
Yeah, I'll get some rest. I'm good. This bag is half
9 times.
What is that?
Ferris Bueller.
That's his absentee.
Oh, that's right.
He's a school. What?
He is
9 times.
9 times.
9.
Love
I
it.
missed 9 games, 9 Senators games. I can't. Whose stick got you?
Yes,
Last week's stories were
but it's
tremendous.
good.
We heard about Shovel Day Off and the skin flap and all that. Who stuck you in the face?
It was who was it? It was the fenceman. Oh, Eric Brandstrom. So he got hit along the wall and his stick spun around, and I put my arm up late, and it got me right across the cheek here. And
is he a player?
You're used
This
to
is the
that.
only show that's had Eric Brandstrom.
We had
brought
2
up twice
Brandstrom
today.
references. We talked about how Vegas always trades all their first rounders, minus Pat Brisson's kid. And he was supposed to be a principal piece when they got Mark Stone for Ottawa. Like, is he a thing? Like, he was a depth piece.
Yes. I think what he is there was promise there because he was a small defenseman, really skilled. They thought he was really skilled and a guy who could be, distributing the puck, maybe run the power play. I think he's a good skater. I think he's got some jam as a small guy. I think he's got average skill. He doesn't have Quinn Hughes skill. He doesn't have, guys line. He doesn't have that type of thing. I think in the right setting, he can flourish. He seems to be a tweener. He's like a 6'7" in the league. If you have the right setting, I believe he's in Vancouver and got called up the other day. Correct?
Yep. Yeah, he's played 3 games. I wasn't confusing for Quinn Hughes. I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah, nobody would confuse him with that.
So
I think he can play. I think
kind of in and out. There we go.
Let him go. This poor bastard.
Well, I was going to say when you have a bag hanging.
No,
are you just there until the bag empties?
Yeah. What's our progress update here?
Can we have a shot of your bag?
not getting up and walking through the parking lot with it.
We're getting
down
there.
there.
Almost done all the year.
There you go.
The Mountain Dew is almost all
there. It is
replenished there. Almost all replenished. Yeah. Good stuff.
We're good. We're good. It's all good. It's all good.
But
you mentioned
Rasmus. Fine. I wanted to stay longer, but I'll
no,
let him go. He's sick.
What
no, give me Rasmus.
Get some rest to go. Drink for us.
Too long all the time. We love you. Get out of here. Hang up on that son of a.
Jack, cut his mic.
And your internet's shit. Too. It's part of it too. So.
It's a good boy.
The guy flies from Salt Lake to Vegas, is sick as a dog, goes to a clinic to get better. Sorry guys, I got a room like 15 minutes late, but I got a room so I could do the hit.
Still do the hit.
What a guy.
That's what I do.
That is exactly what you do. Crystal Waters, plumbing and heating. Whether you're a home builder looking for high volume professionals,
Can I jump in?
subcontractors, homeowner,
Can they stop by my house?
need some
today?
installations,
Again?
replacements, repairs, maintenance. They are the one-stop shop for everything in your home. Hot water, AC, furnace, whatever it is you need. And again, barn burner, discounts and upgrades up to $1,000 in value. Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating, the crystal clear choice for home comfort. 403-219-4100 or crystalclearcalgary.com.
11 degrees in the house.
That's a little cool.
Yeah.
You got a
The
furnace issue?
DUG, when we were in Buffalo, he set up this stupid monitoring system. So he texts this one. Is it really only 11 in your house?
Why would he have access to that? That seems odd.
Well, because
He set it up. But I feel after you set it up, I don't need to keep going back to see what the.
Well, and we'd live there on a daily basis now. So why are you?
That's
Yeah,
what
you
I
don't
mean.
need to be checking in,
Go away, you creep.
Dad.
Your cameras in there.
Total creep. Yeah,
Don't like that.
stop. Let's get back to the Ryan. Back to you. The Pinder Report, a presentation of Village Honda. Ryan, back to you.
Thanks, Dean. We were just collecting our enthusiasm over the Four Nation Faceoff.
Right.
Oh, yes, the name. Let's go back to that. So this has come up in local politics and clearly the NHL, hockey, the naming of things and what would you call it? Marketing, branding,
Sure, branding,
and the amount of money. So like how much did the dopes that came up with Nations Face-Off
The Four Nations
get
Faceoff.
paid?
They probably worked for the NHL and it was part of their job and they made nothing. That would be my guess.
Hmm.
They have their own team doing that sort
I
of
would
thing.
like you to do some research on that because I mean it is brilliant, right, Dean? Would you agree?
waiting. I'm waiting. You have till Friday for a better name, and we'll
Well, how about
petition the league.
anything?
Anything.
I just feel bad for the countries that didn't get the invite.
Such as feel bad for Russia.
Germany.
Germans get steamrolled. I mean, the Slovaks and the Czechs are probably the biggest snubs. You'd like it to be a World Cup where everyone's there, but as long as internationally Russia's in the penalty box, I don't know how you fix that. You're just going to let Russia play? You're going to get absolutely crushed if you're the NHL for that, right? While they're in the middle of a conflict that they instigated in Ukraine?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to talk politics, but clearly you can't have them in this, or you would have them in this. They're a good team. They're good at
But
hockey.
then
They
what
make
would the
tournaments
name
fun.
be?
The World Cup.
When it's not, when there's more than four.
The
Well,
World
if
Cup.
there's five, you still got that sort of thing going. But then if you go to six,
That's no good. That's gonna be
What's wrong with six?
The sextet.
There's got to be something. Four.
Ryan, back to you.
The face-off. The Four Nations face-off.
Bad news for Bob Thomas, Dean.
Robert?
Ankle surgery. He gone for a bit.
Damn.
That'll happen. That'll happen.
You want to insert a Santana joke? Or you good?
No, it's two on the nose.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Let's go to the World Series. There's a very famous corgi dog that does sports predictions.
No,
it would
there's
be
not.
Silly of us to not check in
Should have
on
used
the
them for my
corgi
parlay yesterday.
to see what's going on. Yeah, you didn't do well on that. Who's going to win the World Series? It's a best of seven. You get 7 balls. Let's go, corgi. Figure it out.
Let's go.
Welcome
to the main event.
Oh, Dean. 2-0 Dodgers. Yankees 2-1. Oh, 3-1 Dodgers. 3-2. Got a game 16. Oh, got a redo.
I'll take it.
Oh, Dodgers in 6. Bucket.
Why was it a redo?
Because it didn't go in either of the pins.
I can't see.
So
I don't
what-
have a screen. I'm not allowed to have a computer.
So what we're being led to believe is that
We don't need to play.
that there was only one ball that didn't go into a basket.
They showed the video. That's the only one. Yep. There's clearly no
This took them
Airkorg.
right.
It's got a TikTok account. What are you
You
questioning?
are a loser.
If you're Airkorg or me
Mhm.
or all of us.
Or everyone
Now,
associated.
here's the
with
thing.
it.
They're not thinking about how this is actually going to go because we've been watching pro sports for years and
We
we've
know.
noticed some trends. And Jack and I found this one. This is how the World Series ends. Are you ready? So Game 7 of the World Series. Ohtani's up, swings, connects. It's out of here. The crowd goes nuts. Suddenly, yellow flag is thrown.
Oh,
NFL ref shows up. First down, Kansas
Right,
City.
yeah.
Mahomes jogs onto the field, makes it to home plate. The Chiefs win the World Series.
Well, congratulations.
good job, Patty.
And then Rhett comes on the next day and absolutely unleashes a tirade on youth officials turning into adult officials and officiating
Yeah,
the
they're
World
getting
Series.
paid
that way.
even more, and they're still terrible.
They're getting
Can't
worse the
handle-
more money we're paying them. We need them to volunteer to get yelled at.
Can't handle watching Taylor Swift during the World Series.
That's right. You can't be showing her on TV.
It's enough.
Jeez. Anyway, interesting twist there. I hadn't thought about, but
Oh,
it totally makes sense. Yesterday's a big day. Not just friends.
Yeah, we hung out. We had lunch together. It's a huge day. Massive.
And what was that big thing we kept,
Massive?
And spirits were high.
Yes.
the
at
thing
lunch.
we kept talking
Lots of
about?
laughs.
Guffawing.
Because we were excited about the first day of the NBA season.
Yeah. It's,
Oh, that too.
good, you know, right?
Tonight.
Right.
Kicks off
Full
tonight.
Nations Faceoff.
Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it! Woo! All right, now that's how you do it, Davey. That was just getting hot. You are in such good voice today, buddy.
That was last night.
That's right.
And what were your highlights of opening night?
I thought the Supersonics.
History was made
Sean Kemp.
for the first time in NBA history. See that young man in the seafoam shirt there? Right? What color do you have? Teal? What do we got?
I can't see it on the computer.
That's LeBron's son.
It's right there.
I get it. I'm just,
You played with him last night. Same team.
you're stuck around too long.
That little fella. Yeah, no, he's still a good player.
He's a
Pretty
ball
impressive
hog.
stuff. Is he a ball hog?
I think so.
Jack, please let us know what's going on. Is he a ball hog?
He's got a high opinion. of
Brawny.
himself.
And then get this. I had a cousin get out of prison today after 2 years. He's been texting me off his brother's phone, telling me how pumped he is to watch basketball. JJ Redick is the coach of the Lakers? Yeah, look up who number 9 is. What the fuck, dude? So I was go to prison for 2 years ago. Might lose.
Wonder what he did.
Don't swear.
You've been swearing all day.
I said
Apologize.
S word. That's it.
Oh, so that's not
really trying
I
to.
take it all back. You didn't swear. Steelers? We got Steelers. Steelers? Something Steelers?
What happened?
You're a Colts guy? You know, Steelers guy for Jack every week. It's good.
This is our Steelers. This is our team. We bleed gold. This is our Steelers. Whether win or lose, we get slightly disgruntled. For the bird, wrangle back. Let's take them down with a sack. This is our team. Go Steelers. Woo.
Whoa.
It's not as good as
Not
Colts
as
guy,
good.
because that's a really high point of that.
I think it's great.
Pittsburgh.
I loved it.
Jack, you should probably get a curtain in front of that water heater you got in the back of your
Yeah,
room
you gotta
there.
be careful.
Maybe just work on your set a bit.
Get Crystal Waters over to
Yeah,
check
seriously,
that
there's
out.
an issue there, I think. Some tomfoolery. You think we're too old to be professional athletes? Men?
See, I can't.
I don't
Is
think we
that,
are. Let's have a look.
Is that
Let's
the
have a look.
Wolverine?
You won't bother me no more.
We can still be pros. Ready? Look at this. Get a team. What do you need? Need overalls?
Overalls for sure. I like the overalls.
And what else do you need?
Love them when caught.
You got to be thirsty, and you got to be able to do 360s. There's 360. There's a beer. There's a 360. There's a beer. There's a 360. There's a beer. Guys, we're standing our prime for.
I told you, top 5 sports would be.
How many are on the roster here?
Looks like 3 or 4. Yeah. I do like the attire. Is there a durable? Could
No.
sustain
Is that
some
just
falls. if need
cement,
be.
or is that actual snow
I
there?
think they've got ice or some sort of slippery surface there. Yeah.
That would be dangerous. I'm not sure HR
Is
would
this
go
the
with it.
curling you talk about?
I mean, teams of 4.
This is Wednesday.
That looks like the skip there. With
Monday
the big beard.
night?
That's the
This
big beard.
is,
That's the
At the
skip.
Glencoe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Got Barnbird or Blonde on tap
Come
now.
on,
Can't leave.
Skip, spin it in there.
We
right?
didn't have our third, so I had to
I gotta
skip.
do his. Now Rob Ray, he's got that pool in Buffalo. Do you
Yeah.
miss him? Because I know like you get longer
Love Rob.
autumns there. They won't have had snow. Here he is. Here's Rob shutting down the pool. It's last swim of the year. I don't know why he's sitting on the camera. It's an interesting choice of either. The ladder here. So you were saying this the traveler's window looks right
He's
out onto
handy.
this.
Like he makes homemade ladders.
See, one of his hobbies.
He likes to whittle.
Is the guy a pallet?
He's in pretty good shape. I don't know that you need to go banana hammock, but you know, you
Well,
got it
he
flying.
does go
You
in
can
his
full banana hammock.
ditch all the time.
This is where it gets tricky. I don't know what this little traps is.
Platform? Yes, because you got to have a safe
he's gotta jump off-
platform when
jump
you
off
get
the
up the
ladder.
ladder, Dean, when you're changing shingles.
It isn't a platform. What's he jumping off?
Do you think that's how he
He'll be back.
wanted that to go?
I don't know. That's what we wanted, right?
It
Anyway,
was a
send him,
long build up for this.
send him
Well,
our
you know
best.
what?
Send him our best.
He's got to do some squats or something. It feels like he's very tippy. His leg muscles
Yeah.
really aren't serving him purpose there.
And Dean, this one's for you
Great.
because, sorry, did you say great?
Great.
This is this bear? Because here's the thing: when it starts snowing and you have a Bernese Mountain Dog,
You know what?
Yeah.
good luck getting this bastard inside.
It's
This is
true.
beautiful stuff. Good,
Yeah.
on. Good time. Oh, nope.
Yes.
Come on. No, it's time to come in.
Are you? Oh, you're coming out, right? Are you coming out? No, I'm not coming
You're
out.
It'd
coming
be
in.
awesome. He's coming out.
You're coming in.
It's snowing. I'm not going outside. Get in here. I'm cold. Come on.
Please come out.
What?
See, that's for you.
Yeah, that lives in my house for sure.
That's Pinder Report.
Thanks, Ryan.
You know what? That makes me sad that we don't get to see the pooches. Is there still
I
two?
was sure we were going to see the pooches today.
There is two. Yeah. Yeah. One of them,
Because you're never at
that
home.
one, that one came in for a quick little how is she going last night during the
Stick the nose in.
he just
Wow.
comes in whenever he feels like it.
Is he a good boy?
He's a pretty good boy.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Don't be too hard on him.
Village Honda, Northwest Automall online at villagehonda.com. Men, all new vehicle pricing
Oh, new vehicle.
is
I can't say it.
Maserp.
MSRP.
Maserp.
MSRP. Jack MSRP.
Maserp.
That's right. Ba, 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 ba. We almost have to put the radar on now for when's the first
Oh, it's
Christmas
coming.
carol that you hear in a store or when you're out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Because it's still kind of tongue in cheek. Ha ha, hoo ha. You know.
November 1st, I guarantee somebody's
Mhm.
going full idiot.
what's
I thought you liked Christmas.
I do.
Are they starting to thaw Mariah Carey? Where's she at right now?
She's on her way.
Okay.
Yeah, she is on her way. Now, speaking of Christmas, I mean, here we are disparaging people for getting into Christmas too soon. Meanwhile, we've got the auction that's on the
You
go.
can get
That's
into the
kind of
spirit
in
of
support of
Christmas.
our
Let's go
Christmas
for it. Yeah.
campaign.
Let's
But
go.
John Winwick, ATB Financial,
Big Rhett Warner fan.
they've come through again. They said, "Hey, we've got something here. We know you do the auction every year with Closer to Home and Adopt a Family. 25 tickets to the upcoming Calgary, New Jersey game November 1st. With each ticket is a food voucher that gets you a drink, a popcorn, a hot dog, and a soft serve malt. And then what we're going to do, so we'll give you the details, but then the money that is raised from this auction is going to go directly to Closer to Home.
Amazing.
The auction is open. You can go to nationgear.ca. Again, this is 25 tickets. You're taking 25 people. to the game.
25.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
What day is it?
November 1.
Friday, New Jersey.
That's
It's the ball
It's
march.
around
It's
the
right
corner.
away. So
Yeah,
that's
next
why we're
Friday.
going to halt the bidding this Friday to give a bit of time for you to get your poop in a group. You know, get people lined up. Here's your tickets. Here's your
this
stuff.
Friday, like
November 1st.
tomorrow?
No,
Jesus Christ.
it's not Thursday.
oh yeah, that's right.
November 1st.
Sorry.
Auction will close Friday afternoon.
Jerks.
So go to nationgear.ca to find the auction. And then all of a sudden you're going to this game with 20 some odd other people.
25 some old malts.
Best
Yeah.
friends if it's Pinder.
Oh, how do you
Oh,
cut
yeah.
down to 25?
I don't know.
It's tough,
Is there
but we'll-
two of these?
You know, availability probably. You invite 50 and
Yeah,
half.
you're
those
right.
clients,
Yeah.
'cause
Not
this-
everyone-
It won't be because they
10
don't
days
want
out.
to.
Because
be.
imagine
Just prior.
how busy their schedules are.
Gosh.
Right.
I'm already going, guys.
Yeah. That's right.
We'll come up and have a malt. We'll treat you.
Help out a great cause. Closer to home, adopt a family. And then coming up in November, which is right around the corner, we're going to kick off our main campaign with different items and
Bids.
experiences and giveaways and I'll
Bigger
throw
and
it out-
better every year.
I'll throw it out there. If you are a place of business, if you have something that would be good for an auction of this, contact Jack.
Yeah, at jackattack.rebel.
Dot SteelersRule.com.
Nailed it.
Yeah, something like that. But truthfully, if there is something that your business would like, if you'd like to take part, reach out to us. It
Yeah.
only means more for people that need it the most at
It-
Christmas.
Nationgear.ca, and then at the very top, you'll see a tab that says Top Shelf Elf. Click on that bad boy.
There we
Right
go.
Right there. Boom.
300, eh?
Well, get her
Yeah,
going.
it's-
Let's go, fellas.
My
Come on.
kids need
Well, that's
Well, it's like you said, maybe people, they know that I'm not going to go
save my
full,
best
you know,
bid, yeah.
put it to the floor until we're right before
Sneak right in.
something like that.
2 days and 4 hours, right? Get in there
Get in there.
because it's Wednesday.
Now, Jack, did you say
that's 52 hours, folks?
you're going to this thing? And
Yeah, there was 14 tickets purchased for about $50 per ticket.
Oh,
does it come with a malt and a hot dog?
No,
Just-
it doesn't. It comes with the worst seat in the saddle.
Oh, geez, Jack.
Jack, come on.
and
man.
just so you know, kids don't have school that day.
No school that day.
No,
How about that? What about the next day?
it's Saturday.
How about, right? It's all coming
No.
together.
Kids, what a time to be a kid.
It's all coming
Getting
together.
spoiled, candy.
When
all the
is
time,
not?
video
The you know
games.
when the time not to be a kid was?
When you were a kid.
I was a
That's
right.
right.
kid.
'Cause,
You
uh,
stared
uphill
at
both
your.
ways.
You had the
Uphill.
summer
Yeah.
off. You got to look at your fence in the backyard.
Nice fence though.
Get outside and do what?
I would throw the tennis ball off the side of the house and catch it,
Yeah,
and then throw it again and catch it.
yeah.
Oh, and then
Throw
I
it
did
again and
shoot
catch
the
it.
puck a fair bit. Never turned into a real good shot, but
Hey, it got you where to here.
yeah.
Got you this far.
hmm
if it's enough to inspire,
I depressed the kids last night. One of them had a game.
press them.
Impressed?
Both.
Suppress.
And said they were playing on one ice surface, and on the other ice surface with a better ice time were a bunch of old scrubs that looked like shit. And I said that word again,
You
but
did,
I
yeah.
meant it.
I've been my skate.
And so I did mention to the kids that are in that 14-year-old age that don't worry about how good you are because you're going to end up
That's where it all ends
a
anyway.
leader
that's
of
where you're
men.
going to be.
Yeah.
So don't think you're too hot.
Yeah.
Shit.
Right now you're
It's
thinking
another one.
it'd be cool to be a Florida Panther. You saw the
Yeah, I
parade
don't know if I'd
and
report
everything.
to Winnipeg. I'd probably ask for trade. What would you do?
I'd be on rink 4
Yeah.
with blisters.
Change? Yeah, please.
Yeah, please, for the love of God. Did I tell you about Square yesterday?
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they
Then I'll tell you about it tomorrow.
hundreds of thousands of
Yeah.
restaurants. in the
400.
country.
Yeah, 400.
That's
That's
a lot.
unbelievable.
Man, you're
I
good
couldn't
at math.
remember. So I thought it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Guess I
That's-
lost track of it.
Days of the week are tough over here.
Bet365, the world's largest sports betting platform. Open an account with Bet365 today and bet on a huge range of market. Now, you did the parlay.
I did.
How did we do?
Yeah, do you remember? Let's go
It
game
was,
by game.
you want to go game by game?
Yeah, well, we
I
start with
had
the early
for
games.
sure the home team's got to win some games, Dean, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
jacked up for
Sure.
the frenzy.
Yeah.
Just
It
wound
was,
up
yeah, and then there was 2 shorties by the Washington Capitals, and it was lights out for Retro's
So the first
First
game
parlay. Yeah,
torpedoed the entire
tight.
ticket.
Yeah, well, let's just keep playing along.
Yeah,
What
the
about
4 p.m. start
Yeah.
got me.
What
But
about
maybe
this-
the boys weren't ready.
Or 2 ready. It's so hard to know.
Yes, you want to? You want more?
Well, there were 16
It
games.
was like, yeah, what are the second
the
game?
full results? Give
Because
me 1
Minnesota,
second
Florida
here.
was the second game.
Yeah, no, I had the wrong team in that one as well.
Okay, well, Tampa's coming off a back-to-back. They played the Devils.
Well, the Devils are great.
Yeah,
and they definitely will win.
I'll
the
keep track of wins. So that's
Devils
3.
No,
great.
the Sabres, who I know personally, are shit.
You
Yeah.
scouted them.
Yeah, they will lose to the Stars.
4-2 win.
Oh,
Okay.
Rangers, Habs.
Rangers
There you go.
There you go.
Hey,
in the money.
1
Not-
out of 5.
Not yet. Or at all ever. But
Columbus, again, a team that
no good.
no.
Big win.
And the Leafs needed to bounce back,
Oh, at least they're
right?
bounce back after that win. They had
After
that.
that
Yeah,
huge
they're
victory. They had over
carrying
Tampa.
on with that bounce back victory. Nope.
Okay.
Detroit.
Yeah, against
That's
the
how you
Islanders.
said, you know, that the Detroit can't win in Long Island, or even if they were at home, because they're no good.
They're just not good. Yeah,
So the Islanders,
So
who
they
have a
won.
great goaltender,
Isles would be great.
I hate Vancouver, so let's take them.
That didn't
Got
work.
that one.
Yeah, Vancouver won, right?
St.
Yeah.
Louis, Winnipeg.
Jete.
Okay, we're
Got that
coming.
one. Good. Yeah.
Boston.
2 in a row.
This Preds team will never win. I've predicted it since last
That's right.
April.
4-0 Nashville.
Will never and can't pick the Oilers. So Canes.
That one worked.
Attaboy.
Senators are coming.
Yeah. they're-
Hallmark's playing,
Yeah.
and the Sens are hot.
Hallmark didn't play, but
Oh,
did you?
Details.
Did I miss Colorado, Seattle? Because that one's in there.
I have I've been a huge supporter of Conroy's moves. I know it's going to lead to victories, so took the Flames.
Okay. Okay.
Vegas, they're golden, so took them.
Easy.
Anaheim, you guys told me that the other team they played against wasn't very good.
The Sharks.
So the Ducks I had, and the Avs I did.
Good finish then.
Yeah, second half. Woof, look at that one.
You just had to get warm.
See, early starts.
4 or
Always
5.
got me as a player too.
8-8.
That's some boomer math right there. There's no way he's fucking 8-8.
I think you're right.
8-8.
Yeah,
Nope.
no blood.
This one, jeez.
Because what so you had the Ducks or the Kings
He had Ducks
They didn't play each other.
and Knights.
or Ducks and Knights?
I had the Ducks and
yeah.
the Knights.
Sharks. I meant is what I was meaning
Oh,
to say.
sorry. Yeah, Ducks.
He had a nice little run at the end there
Yeah,
to get you
went
right in there. At,
Jets won,
At 8-8.
Canes won, Sens won, Flames won, Knights, Ducks, Avs. Boom.
All right.
and that pays.
When you get 8 of 16.
I don't know.
Use the promo code NATION when you sign up for your new account.
Good idea.
Download the app, whatever the sport, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary at Bet365. The nice thing about Bet365 though is, I mean, where you have fun with parlays or
back in the
whatever,
game
but
right
that's it's you can go in and pick single game, a single prop bet.
Yeah, you don't have to do the whole.
You
slate.
don't need to
Yeah.
go. Some places make you do that. That's what's great about Bet365 is you don't have to do that.
The nice thing for me too is basketball has started, so my game.
Yeah, the hoopsters are back.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it? It's the hard courts,
Mm-hmm.
the hardwoods,
The woods.
right?
I'm going to the ice, so that's good. Everyone tonight.
Oh.
Matvey Mishkov, nice
Yeah.
little start to the season. Over 2.5 shots, pays plus 130.
Play again. Yeah, it's the only game today. That's right.
Only game.
Oh.
Then on the other side, Tom Wilson, red hot. You were telling
Lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did.
3 shots or more plus
3
120.
shots. That's a lot of shooting.
So I came out blasting.
Lasties looked good last night.
Didn't they look
They
good?
looked real
His
good.
colors are still good.
Wolf looks good. The goalies look good
Goalies look good.
in that with that what kit is that what they call it in
Soccer, yeah.
Soccer, yeah.
The
good.
setup for the goalies is nice. Yeah, the gear
Very
and
nice.
pads
See this
and
goalie dad.
gloves.
It's nice having a goalie dad here now.
Oh,
we can.
for shizzle.
Weren't you a goalie dad for a couple of years?
Yeah, it's over though.
How'd that go for you?
Well, she tells me over and over again how happy she
Well, I
is. to
thought
be
one
a
of your
player.
boys was a goalie.
He was
too.
for a year or so, but
the
that
guy
was.
that does everything for 1 year. Nothing.
but he
for 2
was
years in a row?
he was no good at it.
Oh, okay.
She was actually good at it.
Yeah, she was good at
Yeah,
it.
but decided she wanted to.
She's too good at it.
Anyway, use that promo code NATION when you sign up for a new account at Bet365. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
I got the Flames PDO.
They're just like you, eh? Just want new challenges all the time.
Get stale fast,
Gotta
man.
keep moving.
Yep. Get
Rolling
stale
Stone
fast.
gathers no moss, Dean.
How long have you been doing this? About 35 years. Talking about
But it
hockey games.
feels longer.
The nice thing is yesterday you got to do it
twice. Yeah.
So nice. You did it twice.
Or maybe you considered today and yesterday the twice. Whatever.
Whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever it is. Speaking of kids, because you need, we got about 7 minutes. You got a deadline for.
I got to sign up kid for goalie.
This is something also that Dean's
Noon
excellent
registration.
at when you request an early.
he'll drag it.
Oh,
Yeah.
there will be some stalling and never deliberate. Mm-mm.
Got the PDO for you at 104.5. How do you feel about that PDO?
That's really good. I love PDO and PB and J.
Isn't it PBB and J?
That's a good point by you. Yes, and I also have decided that Tyson Berry is TB8.
Because TB12 is already taken.
Mm.
And he wears 8. That's
Huh?
perfect. TB8.
Huh?
Don't TB8 from the plan, Dean.
You know. Huh?
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 What
Huh?
this poking is about.
Huh?
A lot of poking.
I've shed shizzle and the S
Uh-huh.
word and poked Dean more than I should have.
TB8.
TB8.
Is it TB8 time on
Bring him
Carolina
in.
town? Thursday? Tomorrow?
Sure. Yeah.
What are you taking out? Crush
Oh.
Miramanov again for
I think he was trying to do something yesterday.
What was he trying to do?
Play.
Prove
You
the
got a
naysayers
point.
wrong?
Yeah, he was trying.
Yeah.
He's a defenseman. He's an NHLer.
He's in the NHL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got him for
Top two.
basically free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only top 2.
Free.
Free.
Well, he's kind of throwing
He
in
was
that
the
deal.
prospect in the Hannafin trade.
26 years.
So Hannah free?
The unprotected first was the real jewel of the trade, I'd suggest. But I mean, there's varying opinions, I suppose. Yeah. First, whatever. Who cares? Give me this Miramanov fella. Oh, come here, bud.
Well,
yeah.
This is funny though, from the guy that
Pahal was free. That's like wait.
Well, it was free. Whatever. Yeah.
He's free.
No, it's an intriguing player. He does. It's not like he's in torch, right?
I don't know.
Like, is he getting
you're the only
turnstile
person.
every
I
day?
said this to the other
He's playing
day. You're
20
the only
minutes a
person I've
night.
ever heard
He's playing
mention
20
his
minutes a night.
name.
He's not getting turnstile, and you're like, yeah, I don't know.
Look at
Well,
even
what do you
Jack
do?
is yawning about your mere man.
Like, I'd take Miramanov ahead of Nurse at this
Oh,
point. Christ,
God.
paychecks.
Oh.
So good.
Let's go, baby. He's an NHLer.
He's in the NHL. He definitely is.
Could he play for the Oilers?
He was on NHL ice last night.
Could he play top 4 for the Oilers?
I don't know.
Are you a
That
Ty
doesn't make
Emberson
you in
fan?
the NHL.
Again, I got you in the NHL.
Not sure.
And play for everyone's pick to win the cup. All the geniuses. Play for them.
Tomorrow, we will get inside the Great Clips inbox. Your emails, your questions, your thoughts.
Send it now.
Send it now. Why
Do it.
wait? Oh, they started the segment. By then, it's too late, man.
Get her going.
Lady. Great Clips inbox at flamesnation.ca is the email address. You can send it there, and then we'll break it down in great detail like we do. That's coming up on the show tomorrow.
Great to tell.
And it'll be a game day. Game day, not game
Don't
day.
lose
Game
your
day
helmets,
We're
then.
into a bit of a
Rhythm.
thing.
Right till November 11th. Every other day between now and then is a game day.
There you have it.
Rhythm.
Don't know if that's true, but
Rhythm
Ryan-
is a dance.
wrote it down today.
Oh, and before we go, Lowe wants it. The Rhett's top 5.
Top
for
5,
today.
right? You got
All
4
right,
minutes. Let's go. Top
today Rhett's top 5 is definitely Flames related. The top 5 games of the season for the Flames go in this order. Numero 5 from worst to best: Chicago, Philly, Pittsburgh. This is where it gets tough. That was a big comeback victory in Vancouver.
But it's also
But
the Munsons.
smashing the Oilers
Yeah, tough one.
is always tough to beat. I'm going to go Vancouver, then Edmonton. Top
Excellent.
5.
Rhett's
Excellent.
top 5 on Barn Burner. Thank you for
Brought to you by Lowell K.
jumping in there. I somehow seem to keep forgetting it, even though it's our most popular segment. And it's a daily thing.
Voracious
It's just quick.
appetites.
Tomorrow.
Bidding war for top 5.
Yeah, tomorrow, the Great Clips inbox and Rhett's top 5
Another top
and
5.
a game day.
That'll do it.
See you tomorrow.